Unleash the beast. Yeah. Man, it's a monster inside you. That monster got heat. You already know what it is. Best of the game right here.
I hold it down for my area. I'm always rapping my area. Throw up an E if you fuck with us. Bang what you claim if you real enough. They know me at Bank of America. Got a bank and it's not in America. Gotta save it, we just had to bury it. I be flipping this shit like an area. Brand new Bentley GT, that's my cherry. And I stay underground like I'm Harriet. I got the game and I married it. I got the holla. They know me at Bank of America. Got a bank and it's not in America. Gotta save it, we just had to bury it. I be flipping this shit like an aerial. Brand new Bentley GT, that's my cherry. And I stay underground like I'm Harriet. I got the game and I married it. I got the torch, I'ma carry it. Made it out the hood, it's a miracle. From the home of the shooters like Oracle. The shit that I'm doing historical. When I'm done, they gon' make a memorial. I hold my head up like I'm arrogant. I'm chosen, it ain't no.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, all good, man. Another good week of practice. Guys are out here working extremely hard. I think practice has been, really crisp. Guys are practicing the right way, and yet, we're being smart about how we're working. So I think that's been really good so far.
Yeah, you get Jarvis into the work. How's Jarvis look so far?
It looks like what I would expect Jarvis to look like. I think he probably, he's really good transition in and out of the route. The top of the route's really pretty good with him. He understands how to get open, and then he also understands how to make plays with the ball in his hand once he's got it. And so I think he was a really good addition for us, and anxious to kind of get going with him.
I know you were here in 06. I remember Drew couldn't throw when he was doing mental reps. I know James is coming off an injury. You have to kind of balance he wants to be the leader and he wants to show he's out here, but also, I hate to use the term save him from himself, but make sure he doesn't push himself too hard.
Yeah, look, I think that's all part of the process. And look, James has been really good throughout the rehab process. I think he's done a good job of kind of understanding where he's at, what he can and can't do. And certainly that's part of our responsibility also as an organization to make sure that we're kind of overseeing it and make sure that we're doing all the things that we need to do. So yes, there is a delicate balance between pushing yourself to get yourself ready and yet being smart and not overdoing it.
Dennis, I assume y'all aren't planning major changes, but with the talent y'all have coming back and have added at wide receiver, might the identity of the offense look a little different than what we've been used to?
Well, look, I think that's all still to be determined. The best coaching jobs are the ones where you identify what you do really well. You put your guys in those positions to do those things. And then the things you don't do as well, you try to limit the times you're asking guys to do that. So I think the identity of the offense will come to life as we get into training camp, get into some preseason games, and really identify the things that we do really well.
Dennis, Paulson Adebo last year got thrown the fire a little bit and did well. What areas you see him better now than this time last year?
I think just the understanding of what we're doing defensively. So I think he's playing a step faster right now because he really understands what we're doing. And I think also just from a fundamental and technique standpoint, he's way in front of where he was at this point last year. So I like where he's at. I like what he's done. And certainly it's not time to start patting ourselves on the back yet. We're out here working and trying to get better.
Dennis, can you talk a little bit about Adam Troutman? His rookie year last year, now it's going to be year number 3 for him. I'm sure you're looking at big things for him this year.
Well, look, I'm looking for him to be a consistent player on a down in and down out basis. Nobody's asking him to be Superman. And look, development with players takes time. There was an injury process that he went through, which kind of delayed the development a little bit. I wouldn't say that it's uncommon for, it to take a couple of years and get into year 3 before you really find out exactly what you have in a player. And I think that's probably where Trout's at. I think he is a well-rounded football player, and so He has the ability to be an inline blocker for us and also a pass receiver. So yeah, look, much like a lot of guys, this is a great opportunity in this offseason to get out here and get yourself better, and kind of get yourself ready for training camp.
What do you like about Dalton, Andy Dalton?
I think just a veteran presence is probably the biggest thing. Nothing's too big for him. He's been there, done that. He's performed at a high level in our league. And so I think adding that experience into that room, I think, has been good.
Obviously, you were part of building this culture here, but did you set goals for yourself for like your first OTA or your first mini camp? And I guess, how is it 2 weeks into it now?
Well, look, I don't know that there was just this specific goal that we want to get this done in a certain amount of time. I think things happen because of a process, and really I think what I want to do is continue to develop the culture that we have and put my own identity on it. And that's what we're trying to do. And that really comes with preaching the same message every single day, and coming to work every single day to try to improve yourself. And that's us as coaches and players.
Dennis, what about running back Zigbo? It seemed like he really catches the ball well in the backfield.
Yeah, look, he's a guy that's we've got some experience with the player, so that was one of the things that was intriguing about it, is that we do have experience with him, and he's got experience in our system. And so we thought that was a nice fit, and I think he's done a pretty good job over the first couple of weeks.
For all the young running backs, is this an opportunity with Alvin and Mark not here for them to get added opportunities to catch
I think for anybody that's out here, it's an opportunity. You know what I mean? Like, this is an opportunity for guys to improve at their craft. And the guys that are out here, I think, are working extremely hard to do that.
Along those lines of you settling into the job, I mean, I'm looking at the Compete Street sign. I mean, was there any tendency for you to, like, let's change the signs? I mean, like,
well,
we
look,
want things to be
one of the things that we preach is competition, in everything that we do. And so why would I change things just to change them? We've done a lot of good stuff around here, so you're going to see a lot of the same stuff, and the way I present the message may be just a little bit different than maybe the way that Sean presented it, and that's what I mean by kind of putting my own flair on it.
Speaking of that, I saw you watch the wide receiver drills. Is it hard or easy for you, as somebody who spent his career on the defensive side of the ball, to kind of say, got to get away from that, I need to focus on the offense?
Well, I think it's a lot easier when you feel like you've got highly qualified coaches on the defensive side of the ball that can handle things when you're not watching, and we've got great coaches on the defensive side of the ball. I give them a lot of freedom to do a lot of different stuff, and that allows me to kind of oversee the whole team. All good? Thanks, guys.
You already know we are in the building. Yes, sir. You already know what it is, man. Much love. Welcome to NOLA Bros, home of the bros. And you already know I'm in this bid with my bros. One time for Crookums. You already know I'm here with my bro, the vegan assassin. One time for Insider L. And we can't forget about our bro, yo bro. One time for Bro Raw. One time, man. We in the building, man. Hey, appreciate everybody that's in here. One time for my bros. We are here with another edition of NOLA Bros. What it is, family. I got the bros in the building. How y'all feeling today, bros? Hit them with the 2 clicks. Hit them with the 2 clicks.
Oh,
anybody? Everybody don't speak at once. Everybody don't speak at once, please.
We gotta get that bit on mute, huh?
Yeah, crazy.
It's lovely. We back. The bros are back.
We
talking a little football. I love what DA just said about.
I just said boo shit.
Yeah,
being
I know.
able to
Get off
being
me.
able to trust his coaches. I love that. I love that. So
Yeah.
yeah,
Facts.
man, that's part
Facts,
of it.
man. That's the whole thing. You hear me? Pause. That's the whole thing. You know what I'm saying? Just what's gonna make it? Shut it up. Shut it up. What's gonna make his job way easier than other head coaches just transition to their job. You know what I'm saying? That the fact that
Right.
he got NFL head coach experienced coaches that's helping them out. You know what I'm saying? As far as
Yeah.
you got a head coach on the offensive line that had head coach experience. You got Ryan Nielsen and Richard. I'm sorry, what's our guy name? I'm sorry, man. Chris Richard. Chris Richard, the creator of Legion of Boom. You saw what he did, the defensive coordinator already at I think it was Dallas or Seattle. Which one he was defensive coordinator?
Dallas.
I know he was at Dallas and he was at Seattle. But you got nothing but experience back there that where you can oversee everything and not worry that the defense falling apart, man. So that was a good insight, good shit. What you say, Brewski? How you feeling, baby?
First and foremost, how the fam doing? Man, how the bros doing?
I'm doing awesome. I'm doing
awesome.
Well.
Doing well.
Thank you for asking, bro.
Mighty fine.
Family, I see y'all in the chat. What's up with y'all?
Shout out to everybody in the chat. I saw y'all, baby. I seen everybody running through there. What up, Aaron? What up, OGJP? What up, Derek? I see y'all, baby. Kai, Cobra Kai. What's up, baby? I see y'all.
Some good Saints news, man. Just have me excited. I'm ready. It's only 2 months away.
I see you, Sky. What's up, Sky?
I'm ready.
Ain't we inching closer, huh, Brew? We inching closer and closer.
Shout out. We here, man.
I'm just loving all this, how it's feeling around the team right now.
Everything, man. Everything looking good, feeling good, man. I ain't gonna lie to you. DA said a lot of good things, and I love hearing him talk, man. And what he was saying was he why would he change? That's one of the things he was talking about. Why would he change with everything that's been built just to say I changed it? Oh, I changed it because I want to change it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? He's not coming to a situation where, oh my God, we was looking for a head coach, so we went searching and found you. Our head coach actually retired, and everything is intact. The whole building intact. We just need to change the front door. We just need to change the front door. The whole building is intact. You gonna knock down the whole building because the front door tripping? Come on, man. Go your ass to Lowe's or Home Depot and get a front door. And we ain't even had to go there because the front door is in the fucking old attic.
We already had it.
Hey, John, you remember that?
The front door?
I got one right there. Yeah.
You know how they do? When they get that bit out the attic?
Blow that bitch out.
That's all they had to do.
What up, D, baby? What's up, D? Shout out to everybody. I see y'all elite. If I see you in the chat, man, we got Drew Brees. Don't make me hit the Wayne's World. Not worthy. What's up, y'all? Go ahead.
What it is, man, I agree. Like, we can see that the trust is there. We know that he trusts Pete Carmichael. We know that he trusts Chris Richard. We know that he trusts Ryan Nielsen. Like, these guys are proven to be leaders and leaders of men. I like when he said a player. I don't know if y'all noticed that. We're really familiar with the player. Like, he always said the player.
Okay. I like
different terminology.
I like what you just said just now because it take me back to Jameis when he was saying I knew he was gonna bring that fire to the offensive side, but to see him, he's a leader amongst men. You know what I'm saying? A leader amongst leaders. You feel me? So for your quarterback to say that and recognize that, and that was just what you're saying. He's a leader. So man, DA, man, I'm looking real forward to him this year and what he doing, man. I'll be scouting other teams, man. Bro, all subject, but kind of on in NFC South. I was listening to what's that is? Tampa Bay. Ty Bowles interview. That guy personality is so dry and bland and just
country, man.
Man, what? I'm glad DA got a little,
Ty
you know
Bowles
what I'm saying?
Coordinator, man.
Yeah, man. We're gonna see why. But man, listen, what else before we get too deep in there, we got another interview that we're gonna check out, y'all. This season. We've been anticipating a lot of good things happening. They have in the off season. One of them was the sign of Tyrann Mathieu, but late. We didn't even expect this one out of the blue. We did bring him up, but Jarvis Landry, him being in the building and the things that he could contribute to this team. And I think it was yesterday, the day before was his first day at training camp. I'm not training camp. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. OTAs.
Already had a one-hand catch.
Yeah. All you was hearing about was how Jarvis Landry was dominating that first practice, just talking shit, one hand catch up the sideline, talking to the D backs, telling them you can't guard me, you ain't like that. You know what I'm saying? So before we get into Juice, dog, let's hear him out. He got an interview first, interview OTAs. I'll go our guy Juice Landry. One time, man. Oh, I'm sorry, I got me turn up.
It's been hot. I missed this weather, but it's been very productive. We've got a lot of great work in on all three phases. So.
Dennis said one of the things he's noticed is that they're getting exactly what they expect out of a guy who can get over, catch the ball, and a guy who can do something. With
what up, Street Port?
In his hand. Do you feel like those are the strong elements you add to this?
Shout out to Street Port in the building,
I'm just getting my feet back under me, trying to get understanding of the playbook so I can play a little bit faster. But those things will come with his reps.
What's up?
Appreciate you, Cartel.
Ow! Bo, what up, Bo, baby?
Overall, do you just like the fresh start that you're getting, and do you hope to be healthy and get through?
One time, my brother Aaron, what's up, baby?
Yeah, absolutely. I'm looking forward to it. It's been a breath of fresh air. To be back home, to be around the culture that's already been set here in New Orleans.
That's 7-1 one time
already. And obviously, we all need to stay healthy. Stay healthy so we can, have a chance to do what we set out to do.
What are your early impressions of working with Cody Burns?
He's very detailed. He's very detailed. He knows a lot. He understands the game.
Shout out to my dog T30. What up, baby?
Giving us coaching points, things to recognize that even in year 9 that I haven't really, I don't say paid attention to, but he's broken down in ways that has allowed me to see the field a little bit better. It's only been an early 3 days so far, but he's been helping me even when I've been in Florida, spending my time in Florida. He's still been kind of helping me virtually as well. So he's all is well so far.
Yeah, what does that say about a guy who we've been in the league for almost a decade now, and he's still teaching you to see things differently?
Yeah, I mean, it's a part of it. Probably part of the reason why he got a job. He's very smart, very detailed. So I'm happy to be in his presence and have the opportunity to learn from him as well.
Jarvis, is that a fair assessment? It seems like throughout your career, especially the number of receptions and the yards after the catch, would you view yourself as maybe one of the top receivers, not the top receiver as far as yards after the catch?
Yeah, I don't wrap my mind around that stuff no more. If I fall in that trap, it's never ending. But for me, I think I'm gonna be who I am. I'm gonna run great routes. I'm gonna catch the football and make things happen with it. Block for my teammates. And that's just who I am. And when I hang it up at some point,
what's up, Hitman, baby?
We can go back and check records and check stats and things like that.
What have your conversations been with Jameis so far? What's you've been able to get on the field together, and how you two can mesh, and him looking for you and what you like?
One time for my mother. Love your mother.
And what he likes.
Yeah, he's a leader, man. He's a guy, again, like I told you guys earlier before when I first got here. He's one of the reasons why I came here. Just the conversation that we had, the intent that he's putting behind the things that he's saying, and obviously out here on the field, what you see is what you get. I mean, look, I don't see nobody else out here, and this guy's the last one, and that's who he is, and that's something that you want at that position.
Dada, what up, Dave? What up, Dada?
So,
how important is it? He's involuntary. Did you feel like you had to be at least a part of it with a new coach and a new system and a new program at some point?
Yeah, absolutely. DA is amazing. Obviously, this is a weird offseason for me. Obviously, first-time head coach. Well, second-time head coach, but first time here. But I had a lot of moving parts going on, and he was very understanding about me not being here early on, and and getting here now. It's I'm happy to be back. I'm happy to be on the grass, be running routes. Have an opportunity to learn and be a part of the culture and the team.
What's up, Ramsey? What's up, baby? Who that?
Jarvis, I noticed you kind of bring a little fire to practice, and maybe talk a little bit. Is that just kind of the way that you like to play, to kind of bring an edge and just be like that every day in practice?
Yeah, I'm always gonna be me. I'm very competitive. I'm not really a trash talker, but if it gets fiery, if it gets there, and that's what it is. But I'm not. I'm just here competing.
Jarvis, how is your conversations going with like Michael Thomas? Do y'all like once a week, or how does that?
No, that's my brother. That's my brother. I'm excited to see him. We've always been talking we've had a long-standing relationship since he was in high school, we were in college. So he's a guy that as time went on, and obviously the things that he did here in New Orleans, you look up to a guy like that. So he has a lot of potential, even more potential going forward, and I can't wait to see him out here and line it up with him. Should be fun.
How do you? I don't know how many people you've played with that are kind of his style. Like, how do you think you two will?
Brandon, what up, B baby? Shout out to B. What up, Brandon, baby? Who that?
Yeah, I think we're gonna be us. I think we're gonna be us, and it's gonna be up to Pete and RC to figure out a way to to get us the ball. And but I think we all we still post something a little bit different, and I think the biggest thing is we all can make plays, and that's what's the most important thing as an offense.
Jarvis, your thoughts on Chris Olave so far?
He's been outstanding. He's in great shape. He's running great routes. He's on top of the playbook. He's gonna be a contributor, a big time contributor for sure, as it looks right now.
What you see in that one-handed catch you made out there? It looked like 7-on-7. What you kind of see in that play?
Just running my route. I got pulled a little bit, so it kind of took my other arm away. So I had to just catch it any way I could and stuck one out there and grabbed it.
How'd you get to know Mike when he was in high school?
So when we were in college, he was always, obviously he was going to camps and stuff like that, but I think Facebook maybe at the time or Twitter maybe was coming up. I don't know. Instagram was around yet, but I just aged myself a little bit. And he was always kind of interested, like curious. He was curious about, learning the things from myself, learning things from Odell. And that kind of carried on when he got to Ohio State. That carried on as we got early on in the league. I'm in Miami. Odell was in New York at the time. And then when he got here, it's really been, for him, it's only been up, So I'm excited to see him healthy and get back on the field because, this team could definitely use him.
Man, one time for all God, Jarvis Juice Landry, man. Hey,
Juice.
We can talk about the interview. Break it down, your parts, man, that y'all guys like, man. He said a lot of great things, man. He did a lot of great things in that first day, showed a lot, dominated on the field. What's y'all favorite parts of the interview, man?
Go ahead. Go ahead, Al.
Nah, you could start us off, Brewski.
I was about to say, only part that matters to me is that's my brother. As soon as you say that, everything you hyping me, because if y'all got a connection like that goes back to when he was in high school, is love, and y'all go connect. It's contagious.
Yep. It ain't gonna be no fighting over nothing. Like, give me the ball type shit.
No.
Because my brother eating.
Everybody.
That's my brother. That's my brother.
That's all I had to hear. I had that. I hyped me too, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you. That hyped me.
Everybody eats, Taylor.
That hyped me. That just showed because we was worried about that. We know ain't nothing. Chris Olave ain't tripping, but Mike being the alpha dog. You know what I'm saying? Dominant. Just being the alpha in the locker in that wide receiver court, not the locker, but the wide receiver court. Like, is he gonna have a problem? Is Mike cool with that? And just to hear that they got a relationship that goes past, what I'm saying, since Mike was in college, that's crazy, man. And then to see that, don't forget, Al, you bring it up too. He broke a lot of Jarvis records. Michael Thomas, that is.
Right. And that's what one of the reporters was saying. Your name and Michael Thomas' names are always in the same sentence a lot around here these days. So
and he was like, that's my brother. As long as one of my brothers did it, you're right, bro.
Right.
That's awesome.
My favorite thing about what he said was Chris Olave, just how he praised Chris
outstanding.
Olave. How he said, like, this guy's gonna contribute. Like, he telling us, like, look, he's definitely gonna be a piece of this. Like, he a piece of this puzzle, and he definitely gonna make some plays. And he's studying. He's in the weight room, in the locker room,
baby.
He's going, following the footsteps of the vets. Like, I know Chris Olave came here to work, and I know that's what he's doing. And we got proof.
One time, what's up, sis? One time, my mother and sister.
What up, take that
you know what it is,
bro. He could be
Meacham and
deep posts. Right, he could be Meacham and Henderson all in one. While you playing, he could be both of them. All
he really
in one.
like that, bro. He really like that. Hey, I see y'all in the chat saying that. Don't forget, we like that. We like that for real. But Chris Olave ain't just like, oh, I got a receiver that's fast. He can run the seams and da-da-da. Now, this the full package receiver you got right now that can run every route on the route tree that is really explosive. You know what I'm saying? Like it's about to get real. This I know.
And he catch the ball with his hands. That's one of the things that you want from a receiver.
Cedric, what up, Cedric?
If they can consistently catch the ball with their hands, you can consistently rely on them.
Facts.
Jarvis
What up,
Landry
True?
catch the ball with his hands. Michael Thomas catch the ball with his hands. Now
Facts.
Chris Olave coming in here catching the ball with his hands. Man, you're gonna be able to rely on him. See Traquan, he catch that ball with his body.
With his body.
I ain't gonna lie. He catch that ball with his body. Callaway catch that ball with his hands. Yeah,
Callaway.
All shoulder pads, like you said.
Callaway too. But yeah, man. Hey, I was excited to hear about everybody was talking about the play of the game. I mean, the play of the OTA was the one-handed catch by him. Defender on one hand. I mean, one arm. He had to adjust one hand. Grab it, man. Listen, this is. And then after the catch, I think he broke it for a touchdown. Oh, he broke it. And then talking shit to the DB. I love it. I love it. That wide receiver room need to get some dogs in it. Mike was out last year. I love that. Yeah, Ceedee, Marshawn, shit, Tyron. Oh, it's about to go down.
I wouldn't even stress too much on that on Bruiser. He was asking who was the DB on him.
No. I not because he got burned or anything. I just want to know who he was talking shit.
Talking shit to. Yeah.
Oh, right. That's what I want.
Paulson, probably. Paulson.
I don't know who was Paulson, but he definitely was talking shit. I don't know.
You got to think about who was
Daniel Sorensen.
Paulson wasn't there. Paulson was there. Roby wasn't there. And Ceedee wasn't there.
Right.
So it'll have to be like Alontae Taylor or Paulson.
Right. But I can't. That's gonna be the start of what we talk about the competition that's gonna be in camp. Like him saying that stuff. Like Ceedee and Marshawn ain't gonna let that go. They not. Right. They're gonna say something back, and then Honey Badger gonna come in with it.
I love
it. And then Mike gonna come in with it.
Like, and don't forget the Predator, fucking Demario Davis. He likes some of that too. What y'all talking about? He let him and get a little too extra. Cam coming over there. He told one time for the summer. He told Leonard, "Go get your ass over there. Go your ass to the locker room." That's what Cam told him. Go your ass to the locker room. You hear me? So we're
gonna have Mark talking shit. We're gonna have Cam. We're gonna have Demario. Man, it's gonna be a fun.
It's be a loud ass fucking practice, man. Boy. It's gonna be awesome. What we always say, boy.
Dennis talked about that though. In his interview, he was saying the competition is something that they always want to keep on, keep on the field.
And another small thing I want to add to what Jarvis said was he said we got to stay healthy. I love that he said that because that's important for us. We know after the year we had last year, we know that's the most important thing now.
The most important thing. The most important. The healthiest team at the end. Who can stay? The last man standing. The last man standing. That's who's gonna win a Super Bowl. It's not the most talented. The last man standing. We had nothing but talent on the sideline. It was on the sideline. On the sideline.
He said on the sideline.
We was on the sideline. Looking like the Looney Tunes in Space Jam when the motherfucker was lined up.
Oh yeah, with that.
Motherfuckers on the sideline
with slings and shit.
Slings and shit. Got motherfuckers we don't even know at the end of the bitch talking about put me in. Who the fuck are you?
Who's this? That's what we was at. We was live streaming games talking about. Oh, who that is?
Who is that?
We know our team. First of all, we ain't no people who don't know our team. When somebody pop up on the field, we normally know who it is. But when you go through how many is 58 starters, man, sometimes you're gonna be like, man, who that is?
Son, I remember a game. I was like, son, who is 95? It's D tackles.
The NFL sacrificed us on Monday Night Football. You know what I'm saying?
Against Miami.
Yeah, they know we had all the record-breaking players that was out, and they still made us play that.
You said sacrifice.
They sacrificed us on Monday Night Football. What's up, baby? What up, TJ? Hey, is that our young boy?
Yeah,
that's Maine. Is that
Maine graduated? That's Maine two-time.
I see the two-time. It look like that two-time on his chain. But, man, if that is, man, congratulations to our young guy, man. Shout out to Maine, and that's him, man. But yeah, man, they sacrificed. What up, B Scott? Shout out to my dog, Brandon in the building. What up, stop, baby? But yeah, man. So, dog, What we was talking about? I know they say sacrifice on Monday night. What I was correlating that to? What we was talking about before that? I ain't got all track. Injuries. Just staying healthy. That's the most important. And we always say, it's cliche now. You know what I'm saying? The best availability is availability. We know that, but it has to happen for us. What up, JT? Shout out to you. So,
and I even went back to watch some games this past week, and I was like, damn, Kamara really was out for a little minute too.
Kamara was out
about 5-6 games.
Yeah, like he come back into the Jets game.
5-6 games.
I could say something.
Damn.
Yep.
Tony Jones ain't do fuck.
He ain't do a damn thing, bro.
But he got hurt though.
He did get hurt.
He got
hurt.
hurt.
Ankle, the couple.
He got hurt. He did. He
got hurt.
He was off. Yeah, he played a bum. He played on a bum ankle himself.
I get it. Well, we got we got to see him fully healthy.
I don't know if we're gonna see him fully. We don't know if we're gonna see him fully healthy. I don't know. Not see him fully healthy, but we don't know, man.
Right, Mike gave us 10 catches one game on a bum ankle. Shit.
Facts.
Man couldn't even plan on that.
Couldn't even plan.
Shit.
Man,
ankle looked like this. The tape.
Man, this nigga was running like he had skates on, huh?
He playing with the in foot.
Yeah.
This nigga had a soft cast on out there. I'm like, God damn, look at his ankle, son.
Still out there gave his. I respect my and people so sleep on him.
AJ Terrell up.
Boy, listen. No, it's Kaka time. It's his time. He gonna get it.
Which one Kaka is? Davis?
Oh, Carl Davis. Yeah. And you in that OTAs? Or you think you don't need that work? All right, for sure. All right. You don't think you need that work.
We talked about this earlier. I don't know if it was on stream or not, but we was talking about how DA made that transition to head coach, and we're gonna see how Ty Bowles is and trusting his coach.
They don't talk about that.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think he trusts his DCs. Like, cause he did 2 DCs as well. He did
Copycat ass. Before you keep going, L and Brew, don't forget the Bucks then they made the head coach, their defensive coordinator, and they done made a two coordinator defensive coordinator system.
Yeah.
Find the blueprint. That's why I be telling the base the dumpsters that they don't understand. Like y'all little brothers, I don't even know why y'all even be trying to trip like that. Y'all think because y'all got the golden boy, the NFL gonna break y'all. They be show love to you. So enjoy that pandemic ring. Huh?
Right.
Enjoy it.
Right.
Enjoy it. You can have it. Because guess what? After Tom Brady gone, because this is the last one, to the basement you go.
Back to the ghetto you go.
Back to the ghetto you go.
But that's my thing. Do Ty Bowles really trust his DCs and Byron Leftwich the way that we know Dennis Allen trusts his guys?
And Pete Carmichael.
And Pete you know what I'm saying? Like, we know DA.
Pete about to cook.
DA trusts Pete Carmichael so much. He the one who stopped him from retiring.
Facts.
I'm sure DA was the one that called him up and said,
Pete,
look,
I need
an OC.
I need you, Pete.
He had Doug Marrone at his expense, but he didn't use Doug Marrone. He wanted Pete.
I ain't gonna lie, that would have blown me.
When we first heard about the Doug Marrone, we had to really look into it and make sure it ain't no damn offensive coordinator.
You think Christian McCaffrey get run in the ground? Shit. Let Doug Marrone would have got that damn coordinator job.
Yeah, I'm glad it didn't, but it all worked out. But
it would have been all right, honestly.
Blue 40, run it again.
I don't like it. I wouldn't want dog.
My thing was I would have accepted them because he took Jacksonville, a team who ain't been going nowhere for years,
to
the
AFC
Championship.
Yeah,
but I want to ask you one thing.
It was
defensive leg.
Hold up. And he was up double digits against New England.
Yeah.
But they start throwing the ball.
That weak ass offense.
Leonard ran the ball 25 times a game.
Hey, that was Leonard at his
type
prime.
of running back coming out. Yeah,
Leonard at his prime. They had a good running game, but the offense though. First of all, we got Jarvis Landry, we got Michael Thomas, Chris Olave. He can't handle all that. Stop shooting that little motherfucker. He can't handle all that. We need motherfucker like Pete that look like your boy from the Hangover with all this shit going in his face. All right, put it right here. X minus 12 equals 6, 7.
Yeah, for sure.
What I'm saying?
No,
for sure. When they were playing,
stop shooting that little motherfucker.
Yeah, I like the Pete hiring as well, but I wouldn't have been mad at.
Don't shoot that little motherfucker no more.
Don't shoot that little motherfucker no more. true no more. God damn. Look, I had that little more. I gotta find that, but that's my little shit. But yeah, man, that's what I said. But now, like I said, I love all the hiring. But go back to L point. What he was saying was, Ty Bowles and them don't trust his offensive coordinators or defensive coordinators like we do. Like we literally got head coach candidates and people and coordinators who's been head coaches on the staff. You understand? To help him go with a core and with a system that DA helped build also. Because for the last couple of years, we've seen it with our own eyes. This team has turned into an offensive firepower to a defensive dominant team. So who's the guy who built it that way is just taking over. And now, guess what I got now? Now my offense got some new toys. My offense got some new artillery.
Shiny new ones.
You know what I'm saying? And they ready to roll. They can compete with anybody now. You know what I'm saying?
Another thing is
defense.
And I'm happy you said that because it brought another point to my head.
What up, Jay Nola? Shout out to Jay Nola.
DA literally built this defense and it became a top 5, top 10 defense.
Since
the damn
Buccaneers
ain't build the defense. Their defense has been suspect.
Suspect is a motherfucker. And
Like
Tom
Brady is the reason they winning. They've been having a suspect defense. Now you taking the suspect defense main focus, which is Ty Bowles, who was running the show, and put him at head coach. Now he can't focus on his suspect defense now. So I think it's gonna be a little more suspect on their defensive end because Ty Bowles got too much on his plate.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a little bit more suspect because who they replaced Pierre Paul with? That's what did they draft?
They been had from that Joe Tryon.
Number 9.
But he ain't listen.
Pierre Paul though.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm about to say he don't scare me. Yeah, that ain't enough. That ain't enough. That ain't enough. All right, let me tell you what the fuck.
Okay, Dominican Sue. Well, they drafted a guy in the second round or something like that,
and they picked up Akeem Hicks. Yeah.
Oh yeah, they picked up. All right, and I told you how. Whatever, there's a reason he still was there. Fuck.
Yeah, we talked about it. Yeah, man. I know. I ain't gonna lie. I was kind of bummed out. When I heard about the trade of Akeem Hicks. I mean, not the trade, but the acquisition by the Bucks of picking up Akeem Hicks. I was like, damn, because for one, I wanted to come back home. Everything else like that, you know what it is. But then go to our divisional, you know what I'm saying, team that in our division and who gonna be contending with us. It's kind of like damn. But talk to old Brewski, and he just was telling me, fuck him. You know what I'm saying?
Fuck him. Fuck him. Fuck.
He did. He made me feel good. I ain't gonna lie to you. He made me feel good, and I was just like, "You're right." And he was like, "Why you think?" There's a reason why he been out here this long. You know what I'm saying? So I just felt immediate, and I'm like, "Shit, we good." You know what I'm saying? We good on there. We got a lot of depth at that position, but ain't nothing to worry about.
And although we was very high on, I know I was very high on Akeem Hicks. What Blue talking about, he was out there so long is because they say he ain't played more than 9 games in 3 years. So Akeem Hicks.
I was reading up on about that shit too.
Oh, go ahead, Kirkland.
No, just the fact that as far as like his player profile and like what he stood as far as free agency went, like he like a splash player at this point, like a role player. He not at every down, gonna be in there. I don't know, 40 some odd snaps per game or something like that. It's gonna be key plays. He gonna be playing and stuff like that. So reading more into that shit, it's like it's okay. We ain't got him. I guess what
they gave him 10 mil, and I read some. Well, I heard it. I forgot who was saying it. It was one of those stations, ESPN or Fox Sports. That boy showed up 370.
He was
370 pounds.
What he was, 335
though. He a big boy.
He
was 300, bro. 370.
Never played at 370.
Fuck no,
man.
I mean, the nose guards.
They say
like, what's your part?
Look, they say Zion was 300 pounds too. You feel me? So I ain't gonna read too much into that.
Well, we talking about 20-year-old. We talking about 20-year-old though. You know what I'm saying? On the athletic specimens. You know what I'm saying?
I'm just saying they could be over exaggerated.
I heard it from the Buck side.
Man, that's what I'm saying.
I heard it from the Buck side, and I heard their fans talking about it too. So I mean, I don't know. It could be true, but And I heard. And what do you normally play at 350 something or
They were
330
saying
something?
They were saying 330, 340.
335. I think I seen it. 330. We seen the
I
same
mean,
thing.
he could get
I
it
don't care.
off, but he shouldn't
Yeah,
have.
hey, his fat ass been eating Snickers and everything else. Yeah,
I don't care what y'all call that man. Go turn on the damn Saints versus Bears tape and see how he was on our ass.
He was on
Go
Drew
turn
ass.
on that tape.
He was on
Exactly. He
Drew
was
ass.
on Drew ass.
So
So
that's
hey,
2-3 seasons ago, Al.
That's when that was.
I
That's 3
don't
seasons.
care.
About 2-3 seasons ago, though, Al.
No, that was 2 seasons ago when Drew Brees.
Yeah,
was playing.
that matters. When you get older, every year count. Every account.
What I'm saying is
it was Caesar versus him.
He goes
Was it
Caesar.
was it
Caesar
Caesar
be
throw
on
to
that
him?
boy ass this year.
That was Caesar's rookie year.
Straight up.
Oh,
You gotta see him
That's
twice.
his rookie
Caesar
year.
gonna
That's
put
his
that
rookie
boy
year.
in there.
Yeah, like he punished one. He punished what is it? Old Petey. He was talking to Petey. I know again. You talking about Petey? I'm on 9. I want 9.
This all I know. When
It don't
James
cost nothing, T Mama.
When James taking a 5-step drop back, I don't want to see Cesar Ruiz running the same way as James is going. That's all I know.
Hey, you know what?
No. I don't want to see it.
Back turn, huh?
Back turn. Not a hole wide open. Anybody can run through that bitch.
You're busting your low. Hold on, that's the main topic. Hold on, don't fucking hold on. Shut up, that crazy. Let it go, bro. Let it go, bro. Let it go. Let it go.
Breathe. Woosah.
All right, brother.
Yeah, sure. Let's go. Shout out to Till. Man. What's up? What up, Hoodie, baby? What's up? Shout out to Hoodie. What's up, baby?
Hoodie.
What up, Hoodie, baby?
All right.
What's up, baby?
But for Hakeem Hicks, bro. It would have been nice to have him. I guess you can say for those splash plays for us, but I don't fear. Then you join the enemy. I have no fear. I mean, I respect my opponents and enemies, but I don't fear them.
And if we could game plan for somebody like Aaron Donald and those good defensive tackles that we go against, I think we'll be fine when we game plan it because they don't got, like you said, they don't got JPP no more. They got Shaq, but we take care of him with Ramchick.
Yep, Shaq Barrett. I don't know. We definitely punted. Listen, we good.
I don't think they secondary ready for this.
Hey, Bruce,
not at all.
At all. They just most suspect position on a team, to be honest with you, besides the offensive line.
I just remember the last game they played.
They picked up Keanu Neal, Logan Hall.
And Logan Ryan.
Logan Ryan. That's his name.
Man.
And another safety too.
Barbecue chicken.
Oh,
they lost Whitehead.
Like soldier boy just now.
Look, to go on topic about not getting Akeem Hicks was maybe one of the reasons was our new last what round did he pick up? Our guy Jordan Jackson. Interview from our guy Jordan Jackson. Check him out.
Just talk us through what the adaptation has been like for you so far.
It's been good. Coach has been pushing me. Teammates been pushing me. It's good having Cam Jordan and Dave and all those guys kind of helping me out. It's been good though. It's been good getting out here grinding, getting better every day.
I know you linemen like to be able to put hands on one another, put pads on, and that kind of thing. But what are some of the mental tricks of the trade that they've been kind of telling you?
It's just better to work on fundamentals without the pads on. Once you get the clash, it's a little bit harder to get the little things worked out then. So without the pads, it's easier to get the fundamentals worked out. So then when the pads get on, at least you have the fundamentals and you can just work.
Yeah, and yet you guys are accustomed to working those pads. How anxious are you to get to that phase of it?
I'm taking it day by day. I mean, of course, we're ready to get there, but day by day until it happens.
When you're in this process, how much of a steep learning curve is it for a rookie to come into the NFL and try to digest all the information?
It's kind of tough at first, but you kind of get in the groove of it, get in the groove of the practices, the days, the plays, how everything comes, how to work with all the guys, how to work with the coaches. So it's just day by day.
When you're working on this line, are you kind of, I guess, siphoning off a little bit of tricks of the trade from each guy?
Oh, absolutely. Taking time to talk to all the different guys. I'm playing Tiger right now, but still talking to Cam about different things he does, talking to Dave out of mine about stuff he does, Malcolm Roach about stuff he does, and just learning from everybody.
Ricky Hazen, where's the donuts?
They haven't got me too bad yet. It's just towels right now, so I'm doing good. I'll take what I got right now.
Shout out to George. What's my dog?
George Jackson.
George Jackson. Double J, man. Smart guy.
JJ.
Went to Air Force. JJ went to the Air Force, man. And this might be one of the reasons why we didn't have to go out there and get anybody else. Before we go on real quick, how we feel about this, family? If the Saints so happen the Bucs sign Akeem Hicks, how y'all feel about if we assign Sue? How would y'all feel about that?
I would love it. I think he a premier talent. He hasn't missed a game. They say he hasn't missed a game in his whole career.
I thought he was hurt maybe a couple of games.
Man, go look it up. They said 10 years straight and he ain't missed a game. Like he haven't missed a game.
Great.
That's great. That is.
Like he
I ain't
done
gonna lie.
played, and that's solid. That's solid. And he played a lot of games. Think about
Right.
it.
And
the Rams.
And the position he played.
You're right. He played for the
Think
Rams.
about the position he did play for the Rams. He played for a lot of teams. Detroit, the
Rams.
Rams.
He was nasty.
Detroit, Dolphins,
Miami for a while. Yep.
Yeah.
Dolphins, and who else? The
what I'm
Bucks,
saying.
and then who else? He had one more.
I think that was it.
He's been a very
Detroit, Miami, Bucks, Rams.
He's been a very consistent player. Like think about Ndamukong Suh everywhere he get all those teams that he went to. He has been a solid player. I'll tell y'all a little quick story that in college, I used to go to the Nebraska games. One of the dudes on my team went to high school with a dude that played for Nebraska. So we used to go to their games. Suh had every weight room record in Nebraska. They got a big ass picture of Ndamukong Suh. As soon as when you walk in their field house, like their big ass field house to their stadium, big ass picture of Ndamukong Suh. Like this dude is like a generational talent. So if we do get him, I think he can make some type of difference, even though he's still old. I think he'll make some plays still.
Just one of them things you can never have too many D linemen. You know what I'm saying?
He'll
Never
fall into
pass
the
rush.
rotation.
He definitely could fall into rotation. I mean, the fresher, if we get him for a cheap deal, man, I'm not mad at it. Another incentive deal, sacks, time played, all that stuff that equals up to $7 million, maybe 10 the most. I get the same thing Akeem Hicks on. You know what I'm saying? 1 to 8, but Nick, know how to use some numbers.
And with all the DTs we do have, he don't have to play full time that much.
Not at all.
He could use his talent in certain spots and certain times, goal line. You know, certain.
What
shit.
about Trey Flowers?
Trey Flowers would be huge, bro.
He could play D tackle and
he can. He's one of those hybrid type. He's like Cam Jordan.
So if you looking for somebody to play D tackle sparingly, why not get the versatile Trey Flowers and we can do more with him?
Because I think they're trying to protect Davenport. You know, Davenport mentally, I don't think he's as mentally as confident as Cam Jordan when it comes to his security and his position. Tell you something. Especially with Trey did behind him already.
Davenport got 6'7", 280 behind him in passing you. That should be enough.
But not even that. They just went the year before and picked up in the first round Peyton Turner.
And Peyton Turner.
So I mean, his psyche might be not that fragile. You know what I'm saying? He might be like whatever, because clearly us and everybody else who really watch the Saints know how dominant Davenport is.
He is.
Everybody knows when he's healthy. Only thing you got to say is when he's healthy. That's the biggest thing. Yeah. When he's healthy. That's when you're tired of saying. But when he is healthy, he's probably the best D lineman that we have.
Yeah,
that's the key this year, man.
And he fast, son. Like that's underrated. How when people try to get on the edge on Davenport, like that boot play, a pitch play or something like that, Davenport run that shit down and tackle you in the backfield
easily.
Like easily, he on you. Like
he's stretching the field. Ain't no outrunning him. Ex Aaron Rodgers.
No,
he just had to fall.
He got small.
Just fall.
He got small. He did. Say you was at training camp. You know them legs.
No, for real.
No man, that dude legs.
That's
man.
how my shit is.
Paul, they got a little bigger, but dog, them bitches was fucking. Who was that? Who else that?
Call me chicken legs.
Chicken legs. Oh yeah,
big thighs, skinny shins, and skinny ankles.
You can move, and you got a little. You got skinny ankles. You can move.
Yep. Got a little movement.
So OTAs, man, been pretty cool, dog. Another thing that we've been having, good to hear about, man. All not rookie. They say until he plays 3 games. But Paulson Adebo, we got an interview with Paulson Adebo, man. Having a good camp so far, man.
See what he has to vet now. What do you know now that you didn't know last year?
I think they said technically I gotta wait 3 games. That's what my teammates keep telling me. I'm a rookie until I play 3 games next year. But yeah, just coming in, being more comfortable with the defense. Obviously still having Dennis Allen, so same defense, so feel really comfortable and then kind of able to help some of the younger guys and then also fine-tuning the things that I need to. Obviously coming off a long off season, there are things you have to relearn, but yeah, I feel good overall.
DA said your knowledge is allowing you to play a little bit faster. Are you seeing that on the field where things, the recognition is coming a little quicker?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, when you first come in, not knowing exactly where you need to be, exactly what you do, you play naturally a little bit slower. So just knowing a little bit more, having played all the games that I played last year, you definitely have some experience to kind of rely on, and it helps you play a little faster.
You don't come into the NFL without being a confident player. Are you much more confident now, or now that you put it on the field and you see exactly what you're able to do against this competition?
Right, naturally, after playing, having multiple games under your belt, you feel more confident. You can do it. But at the same time, every year is a new year, and yesterday was yesterday, so tomorrow's tomorrow, and that's kind of the mindset I have. And what you did last year doesn't really matter, to be honest, right? You have to be able to produce it this year.
And that's why you're
actually
gonna be
take
all
to another level.
Post practice with you working with Alontae, what's that situation been like? What are you teaching him?
Yeah, I mean, he's teaching me some stuff too. I mean, he's a great athlete. Smart, instinctive, good ball skills. So some things I teach him, some things he teaches me as well. So
he said one of the things he noticed was you were one of those guys who works after practice. He likes to do that. He basically asked you, "Hey, can I join in?"
Yeah, exactly. So I was out. He came in, was like, "Hey, let me jump in." I'm like, "Yeah, for sure." Because I'm the same way, right? So sometimes I see him, I'm like, "Hey, let me jump in." So he's definitely wired that way, and he's gonna be great.
But the addition of Tyrann Mathieu in the secondary, can you talk about that?
Yeah, I mean, that's somebody I used to watch his highlights when I was in high school. So that's, just to be on the same team with him, that's obviously, so great. And he has such a depth of knowledge that he can bring to us and he can teach us. I mean, he's arguably like all decade safety. So having him to be able to ask him questions about some of the guys that he's played with, other top corners, and what things they did well, and what he's seen that works over his time in the league, it's been great.
Also, you 76% of the defensive snaps last year. I mean, you were kind of documentation it really quick. Interception against Aaron Rodgers last year, that had to be special.
Yeah, that's great. I mean, Aaron Rodgers is, one of, if not, the best quarterback ever. So to be able to get one off him, that's great. I definitely have that ball. So I'll keep that.
What areas you feel like you improved on from last year to this point? What areas?
Definitely just knowing more as far as the defense. Knowing a little bit more than just my job last year. Coming in as a rookie, I'm more locked into what do I need to do, and kind of everybody else is on their own. Now, having had the experience, it allows me to kind of help other people a little bit and help them get lined up if I can, but that's probably the biggest area, I'd say.
Man, shout out to Paulson Adebo, man. That's probably my favorite interview of OTAs. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Thanks, bro.
Just hearing what he was saying about him and Alontae Taylor, not granted, the word around the whole draft after the draft was Alontae Taylor was coming here to compete for the number 2 corner position. So this guy who balled out last year, Adebo played solid, fantastic.
Great athlete himself, too.
You heard me?
Physical.
For the Saints to only have 3 picks that first day, not the first day, but in the beginning of the draft, first and second round, and to pick up a cornerback, that kind of got to put you on edge. Only Bruiser was the only one Bruce Galini, the only one that kind of said shit. CD contract year coming up, that could be a replacement of CD also. Oh, okay. It was I'm sorry. Yeah. That's crazy. But I wanted to say something. But for Paulson to take that approach, bro, of taking him under the wing, hell yeah, teach you what I know. You know what I'm saying? He teaching me to come out publicly saying that. He's teaching me also. I just think that says a lot about our culture, the type of players that we are drafting, and what we building in this locker room, man. I think it's just outstanding. I love to hear that, and I think we're gonna be so much great. We compete, and we also help each other out. Man, it's special what we got here, bro. I'm just so happy about that, bro.
You know what I like about him and the interview? That he's working after practice.
Right.
Like he's a second year corner.
Right.
Marshawn ain't there right now. And he's out there working by himself after practice. That's why that rookie went over there and hollered at him.
Yeah.
That's why. He said,
"Man,
man, this dude's second year. Look at what he doing. Let me get some of this. Let me get a taste of
Alontae,
what I like to do."
He said that in his interview as well. He said, throughout his playing career, he's been that guy to once practice over, always look to do something extra. So he said when he saw Paulson Adebo doing what he usually does, it was only right for him to go over there and see if he could jump in. You know what I'm saying? So, and like Till said, him being a second year, I wouldn't necessarily say he on a bubble, but knowing that they drafted another cornerback who is coming in to fight for that position or whatnot.
Well, hold on,
man. NFL, it's a dirty world, man.
Not for lonely, Crooks. Paulson was drafted in the 3rd round.
Facts.
Alontae Taylor, 2nd round. Go ahead.
Second round. Yeah.
Somebody he drafted a corner in the 2nd round. You drafted 3rd.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So go ahead.
Yeah, they that's I played college ball. I know niggas that made it to the league, and man, some of the stories you hear, man, it's like they got niggas that are really like set you up for failure. You know what I'm saying? So to hear that type of talk from our guys is huge, man. Like I really don't think anyone wants to see the other man fail. You know what I'm saying? So that's huge, dog. That's really gonna count. That's really gonna count.
And Avery, I like that you said that, and that's gonna be one of the things that's gonna take us to a deep run in the playoffs. Everybody looking out for each other. That's how you win championships.
Camaraderie,
unselfishness. Like I got my guy back no matter what. I want him to be the greatest.
Sharing that knowledge, bro. Because guess what, L? Everybody get hurt. Not knock on wood. Everybody, but if everybody knows everything, we good.
Yeah.
If I know what you know, you know what I'm saying? If I can help you get to where I'm at, you know what I'm saying? We good. Yep. Everybody got each other back, man.
And we talked about this last show. When somebody is at their best, it brings the best out of the next person.
Right.
So if Paulson could be his best, he gonna bring the best out of Alontae. And if CD could be his best, he gonna bring the best out of whoever next to him. You know, Roby. If Marshawn could be his best, he gonna bring his best out of Crawley. You know what I'm saying? Like we're gonna see the best of our players because we see that our players are doing what it takes
and helping each other. And look, that leads us right into the next interview. Alontae Taylor, man, how you feel?
Talk us through what the acclimation process has been like for you so far.
It's just really just understanding the playbook, understanding technique, details. Biggest thing I've been doing is just kind of going in there, watching my technique every day. Coaches kind of been talking to me about that, and the playbook's kind of new. It's easy for me to understand and learn, though. So just grasping those small things.
No more positions so far. They just pretty much concentrating on one thing and trying to let you settle in on that.
Yeah. So I'm just playing corner right now. Coaches kind of remind me understand nickel. If I can understand the safety position as well. So just taking notes on all positions and just going back to the hotel room and just breaking those positions down.
Hold on. He said the corner,
AKA CD rule.
He said the coaches keep reminding me try to learn a nickel route.
Right.
Pay attention to safety.
I said that too,
reps and not actually being out there to physically go do it.
It's totally different for sure. So I just kind of watch the other guys. When Tyron's here, I talk to him. He sits in front of me during meetings. So, I ask him questions on what he's doing and why he's doing it that way. So, good veteran guys that help me out as a young guy, but, just trying to hone in as a corner position right now too.
Alontae, you actually kind of talked a little bit about the DB room. You kind of put it out on Twitter and said something, how it feels different. Just curious, expound on that a little bit.
Yeah, you go into the DB room, you see guys like Tyron Matthews, Chauncey Gardner, guys like that. You just kind of like, wow, there's a lot of talent in here, a lot of experience in here, and being a young buck.
See, they're really fucking dog too.
I ask a lot of questions, and so just having that feeling and knowing they're going to help me. I think that's the first thing I realized from the jump from Tyron. Being a corner, him playing safety, he comes to me, he talks to me all the time, and being a young buck and having that type of guy in my ear, I really appreciate. So I'm just looking forward to it every single day.
I see you working a decent amount with Paulson after practice. Also,
my God.
What's that experience like? What do you guys going?
Young buck and having that type of guy in my ear, I really appreciate. So I'm just looking forward to it every single day.
I see you working a decent amount with Paulson after practice. Also,
my God.
What's that experience like? And what are you guys going through?
So I seen him one day. We had workouts, and then afterwards he was out there on the field, and I'm like, okay. And so I was always been that kid who always does extra work, and I seen him doing it, and I was like, okay, well, that's somebody that does the same thing that I do. And I went up there to him, and I just asked him, like, hey, you mind if I join in? He was like, of course. And so we just work on small detail stuff. We work on press man all the time, and we do it every day after practice, and we do it before practice as well. Guy was going into his second year, but he's taking me under his wing as well. I kind of look at him like a big brother to me right now.
you said Tyron's healthy. What are some of the things that he's told you?
Really just listen to the coaches like Coach Chris. You know, he knows what he's talking about. Just listen to what he's saying, and he kind of tells me like, hey, stay inside, stay outside, things like that, and just be like, I got your help here or there. So we have small talk. It's kind of hard to hear him on the field at times. So I go up to him like, what'd you say? And he'll be like, no, I was telling you, like, stay outside, like I got you. And so have those small talks. We exchange phone numbers, so it's a relationship I hope to continue to build for sure.
I ain't got something to say. I think at that last part he was talking about Tyron.
Yeah,
about him staying outside. Yeah, he was talking about Tyron. You stay out. Stay out. I got you. Talk to me.
Mindset. He got the mindset of a star. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, 100%. Very
off
confident.
a mindset alone.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
And fuck, if you that's one of the hardest parts of getting the mental of being a star, and he got it already. So if he, hey man,
hey bro, listen to me.
Got.
I know we be thrown off by them curveball picks, but listen, we jumped up to get him in the second round, knowing we ain't got a pick to win. We already traded all the picks. We wanted this guy. We wanted him. We wanted him.
Our team for sure.
Yep, we wanted him. We could have got everything else. We really wasn't starving for no cornerbacks. We could have got somebody else, picked up another tackle, another receiver, whatever. We went and got him. That says a lot. And you hearing his interviews, you understand why. He's our type of guy. He's ready for the. It seems like he's ready for this moment. He ready to step up at any time. Anybody go out, they gonna know young buck coming. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah.
And if you go watch last year's show and how we was talking about Paulson and his athleticism, that's Alontae Taylor too. This dude athleticism is off the charts. Like his speed, his physicality.
What he ran again?
4.3
speed.
4.3 something, but it's 4.3 sub 4.4.
2 or 3 pick sixes in college. Like, dude, if he jumped that ball, he gone. He gone. The thing is, he got to get more discipline. He got to get more mind and feet discipline. You know what I mean?
Like, he was playing receiver. Right. He was playing receiver. He was playing receiver. He just got a couple of years at cornerback, so he's still learning the position and understanding.
Who else was playing receiver?
Diggs.
I watched his
Paulson too, but Diggs too. I was just thinking about that ball hawking mentality, like that type of shit, like understanding the receivers' movements, breaks, and route trees and everything else. Understand down in this, like you can only run this route tree. It only makes sense for you to do this. So being a receiver and did he play quarterback? I don't want to think. Somebody say quarterback in high school.
I actually watched. He played a receiver for sure in high school.
I know his
film out there playing receiver.
Yeah,
he wasn't that good receiver though.
To say that he played receiver, bro. I love the fact that attitude. He loved to come up and hit too. He loved to be physical, and you don't see that a lot with receivers like that. 4.3 fast ass receivers, Lincoln. They don't want to hit like that. And say that he want to come up 4.3, flying and hit, storing his body. I love it. I love it. Fit right in there, man. I looked at Paulson Adebo highlights yesterday.
I did
my
too.
God, Paulson,
not yesterday.
Bro, collisions, bro, like throwing his body. The fullback, the running back for Patriots punished them. He like 5'7", punished them. Paulson was coming laying that fucking wood, dog. I ain't gonna lie to you, dog. His tackling and opening space, dog, was amazing, bro.
Paulson looked like a safety when he comes.
He only had a couple games where he was kind of off, and I think that was just because he had the battle. He felt like he probably didn't have to battle with somebody for a spot, but he had the battle for somebody for a spot. And I was watching the Bills game. I mean, it's a tall task. Stephon Diggs, you have to guard him sometimes. But he trying to have some whiffs that game.
So
that's a rookie.
He got Marshawn got him too.
Yeah, he got Marshawn too. I had to hear about that in the chat the other day. But what's the other receiver name, man? He gave him trouble. I know New York gave him a little trouble. Carolina gave him a little trouble. He was giving up a lot of yards.
Somebody else, because we said something about it. We said something about it, and he bounced back. Whoever we played before,
it wasn't Atlanta.
It was the Giants.
The LaFave.
No, Contavious Tony.
Tony and Ross. And Ross took his ass deep. Remember? And he made him fumble. He made him fumble, but he was so mad about the play. What was happening? He ain't go pick up the fumble and old boy scored. We was talking about it. That's what it was.
That's what it was, brother.
Yep,
So,
because the next game against Washington, he caught that fucking
He
pick.
got a pick.
Yeah, and we was like, okay.
But
Something else.
they was punishing. Tony was punishing and let
Yeah.
Ross get that. Go ahead, Crooker.
No, I was gonna say, in Paulson's interview, something that stuck out to me was right at the end where he was talking about as far as like difference from year one to year two. Year one, he was the mental side was kind of fucking with him a little bit, whereas and it made sense. It made a lot of sense. Being a new guy first year, you really only able to focus on your responsibility.
Right.
So the fact that he said moving into year two, I'm more comfortable. I understand my role. I now have the ability to not only focus on my role, but also get other people lined up, get other people, make sure that they in the right place. All that shit huge.
I was about to say, and you know firsthand as a defender, lining up is the first. That's important. You better be lined up in the right direction, in the right shade too.
Right.
Of the player. Like you can't
right
be
gap.
inside when you're supposed to be outside. Like you have to be in correct position. So I understand what he's saying by he could line up faster now this year, and now I can help somebody else line up and know where they at. I know where my help at. Okay, now I'm good. You know, like he could think of more shit before the play. Versus last year, he was like, all right, where I got to line up, who I'm on, what play call is. You know what I'm saying? Like it's a lot of mental processing. And yes, that's a good point, Avery. That's a good point.
Well,
man,
I think like you said, L, and I'm gonna hold you to it, even though I know he gonna have a fire year. Debo with the all pro numbers. I'm gonna say all pro numbers because the politics.
Oh yeah, you did. You said
politics. Politics, but all pro numbers. They got a lot of corners putting up all pro numbers, so that's good too. I ain't gonna say a lot, but I was gonna say I love to see Alontae Taylor get in that little robber role like PJ.
Brew. Yeah, that's what I was thinking of. When we first drafted him, I was like, he could play that little robber safety role off athleticism alone. Just let him be a free roaming athlete back there, like they used to do with Honey Badger. His first season, he wasn't a straight safety. His first season, he played corner. He played some corner first season.
Oh yeah,
he used to play a little bit of
nickel.
outside, a little bit of nickel, and he'll play a little bit of safety. So they moved him around like that. So that's what I thought. Like when we got Alontae Taylor, that's the first thing I thought. Oh, this dude about to play a little bit of everything because of how athletic he is. So we'll see where that go. And another thing, they asked Jordan Jackson, is he ready for the first day of pass? Man, I used to be so hyped for the first day of pass because that's when the action start. Like that's when the D-line and O-line could really go at it. You feel me? So now when they start, they always fighting. If people don't know in football, D-line and offensive linemen, they're going to fight damn near every training camp. Every training camp, they're going to have a defensive line versus offensive line.
This whole bunch of mushing.
It's too much hitting. All they do is hit each other.
Going on.
And for consecutive days, bro, it's 2 days. So you wake up in the morning, you hitting them, and then in the evening, you hit them. Then you go to sleep, then you wake up again. Like eventually a beef gonna start. Yeah, I'm tired of you. You've been grabbing me for 4 days, son. You've been holding me for 4 days. Like it's about to get real. So I can't wait. I can't wait to pass. Get put on.
Who are joint practice with this year?
Green Bay. That's a good one.
Green Bay. Okay.
I think that's a good one because their defense supposed to be good this year, so we could test out James.
That's good for James, and that's good
Mike.
for Penning because they got Rashawn Gary over there.
Side note: y'all think Mike played this preseason?
No.
Sparingly.
I don't think Mike. I don't think Mike play. I don't think James play.
Ooh. I don't think James play. And I think Mike play like 13 plays total. I don't know how many. I don't think he's gonna play the first game at all. I think he'll play against Green Bay. I think he'll definitely play a series of 2 against Green Bay.
I don't think Kamara play.
And James.
Who that, Dana?
I don't think James play just because he too important.
Preseason?
Too important.
Nah,
yeah,
James
preseason.
not playing.
Do you think Mike played preseason?
He should. If he ready for training camp, he should. Ain't no time to be. What we bubble wrapping Mike for? You've been already out 2 years. You need to play. You need to play. You need to get that underneath you.
That boy said when we bubble wrapping
Bubble wrap.
It's time to play. It's time to play. It's like you've been out 2 seasons. Like why not wait? Like so no. Play.
He gotta
Get your
get. He
time.
definitely got to get back in some
He
type
gotta
of.
get hit.
Yeah. You
Yeah,
gotta get
and
hit.
he got to
gotta
get in
all
game
that.
speed. He definitely got to
All
get back
that.
in that.
He
You gotta
gotta
get a
run
feel for everything.
a slant and a out on that ankle.
And if
just so
James is
like,
feeling
okay.
good, just take it
Yeah.
easy with him. I mean,
Nah, I
listen,
don't think we need James to play preseason.
I think James need to get into
I
him with
think
his
we do,
receivers.
bro.
I think he need to get into him with his receivers. You know what I'm saying? If he ain't ready, then don't play him. But if
Maybe
he
one.
ready, play him.
Maybe a couple series the last game. That's it then. But nothing more. Nothing more.
I say that first drive.
Because think about it. Think
Then
about
don't play him
this.
no more.
Hear me out. The first time we seen Jameis play in the preseason last year, what did it look like?
Oh, he bombs away. Bombs
Rare
away.
form. Jameis, when he started that first preseason game,
Looked great.
he was in rare form.
Cut up
I
in
think-
Jacksonville.
And
On
I think
Jacksonville.
because of the work that Jameis Winston puts in and day out, I think he'll be prepared no matter what. You feel me? But I
feel
do
that.
agree he needs to get a little, maybe a little taste, but not
I'll
much.
run them scripted plays with him.
Yeah, a script. One drive
Yeah,
or two,
yeah, that's
maybe.
it.
That's
Got
it.
your,
Take him
got
out.
your protection, everything already said, or all that. Yeah. I feel it.
Yeah, just a little taste. Just a little taste for your fans too. You know what I'm saying? He gonna throw a bomb.
I mean, because defensively, you got to think about it. Like, I mean, they're gonna be playing pretty vanilla too. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, they're not gonna be throwing, huge wrinkles at us like that. So, I think we'll be all right.
Before, not bad, y'all. One more little video with I ain't gonna play. We could talk about it. We heard Mike Detillier and Bobby Hebert talking about OTAs and everything else. A couple of things that stood out from the interview. One of them is this guy really said that with Jameis we go 10-7, and with Andy Dalton we go 10-7. Nothing against Andy Dalton because I think he's a good quarterback, a hell of a backup to have. But at this time right now, at this age, I see him not touching Jameis right now. I see Jameis is way better than Andy Dalton. So just with that, I could tell that Bobby Hebert is a little jealous of Jabbo, and he, you know what I'm saying, he ain't favor. So anyways,
we saw Andy Dalton 2 years ago with the Cowboys, which
Yeah.
had a good offense at the time,
Mhm.
plenty of weapons, ain't go nowhere.
Mhm.
So I don't know what Bobby Hebert talking. I don't know about no 10. He's only gonna win 10 games if Jameis wins 6 of them bitches at the beginning. That's when he gonna win 10.
Bro.
He ain't about to win no 10 by himself. Like
hell no.
We're gonna be with the same predicament we was in last year. I feel like
disrespectful to Jameis. Facts. T-Man, I ain't like it. I was just like, come on, Bobby.
Him-
he could get 10, but
And what that
James could
dude
get
name
12
is,
plus.
man, he used to be a quarterback too in the league. Damn, he ranked James number 28 on his quarterback.
Chris
list.
Sims.
Chris
Chris
Sims,
Sims.
motherfucking.
It's like my
if
dog
James
Big
is
Q
28,
said,
you
fucking
72.
Phil Simpson. Phil Simpson.
Come on, man.
Yeah, 28. You got Jalen Hurts better than my dog. You got fucking
Zach Wilson. That's disrespectful.
Zach Wilson better than him, man. Come on, man. There's a lot of people like I understand Jameis didn't like fucking go all out because he was hurt then, but come on, man. Y'all really running with this
That's
30,
what his
33 for
explanation
30.
was. His explanation was last year I had Jameis at 20, whatever he had him 25. And he
Mhm.
said this year I have him at 25 because he corrected some of the mistakes that he had, but we didn't
Yeah.
get a full season to see if he would have did it consistently. So
Wow.
that was his reasoning behind it. But I was like, that's BS because even in that small time, he was better than Zach Wilson was the whole year.
Facts.
The whole
He
year.
was better than Jalen Hurts
bro.
was to me. He would have had better numbers to me.
On pace. You know, they always
the
do
thing
the
about
on
Better
pace.
passing number.
I know that. Look, listen to me, family. I know Jalen Hurts not better than Jameis Winston, but the thing about people with Jalen Hurts is the feet. You got to give him credit. He got the feet. His feet is better than Jameis Winston.
No,
You
100%.
feel me?
I would say that, but
So
just total
that's why
quarterback,
they-
hell no.
You know, that's no total quarterback, no pocket quarterback, period. If you sit there and make Jalen Hurts throw the ball 34 plus times a game, you about to win that game by 10 plus points.
That nigga give you 3+ in
He ain't gonna even make it to 34, brother. He'll take a lot of sacks.
He better than he better than Cannon. Yeah, he better than him. Bobby ain't better. So, and another thing he did say, we all talked about Jawan Johnson not using his size, letting linebackers body him in the paint. You a hybrid. We talk about you all the time being a hybrid tight end, being an X factor, kinda, because you converting from wide receiver, cornerbacks, high point. We high point balls. Pause. High point, highest point. Jawan Johnson, I really don't want to hear that or see that, bro. You got to take advantage. This got to be your season, man. This really got to be your season. You only signed a 1-year deal. This has to be your season. You're doing TikToks and everything else. You better get focused, my G. You better. Because in this offense, Jameis can really get you paid. He can get you paid. You better take it serious, man. You got to take it serious,
you
man.
bring that up. So the 2 games I recently watched was the Bills game and the Titans game. And both of those games, Jawan Johnson came up small. They threw him the ball twice in both of those games, and he missed wide open passes. And if y'all would have seen the face that Sean Payton gave this man, you talking about the Jameis Winston stare down. Boy, he was talking shit to Jawan Johnson. And people always say, man, what happened to Jawan Johnson in the middle of the season? That's what happened. He started doing the same shit that Bobby Abel and I'm talking about. Not playing big, not using his size, not catching the ball with his hands, not making plays when the plays are there to be made. And Sean set his ass down. He got that concussion, and Sean set his ass down for a good little bit. We ain't see him for a long time. But if he can just get his shit together, we got a special talent, a versatile player. You know what I'm saying? But
yeah, that was just
together.
Didn't like hearing that, man. Didn't like hearing that.
I know this. I pull this one up. It might be a little curveball with what we got going on. But
he always.
I want to hear. I want to hear.
Shout out to John Sanders.
Shout out John.
Shout out to
Jarvis Landry. Can Jarvis Landry challenge Mike Thomas for the #1 receiver?
I mean, it's possible.
That's a fully loaded question to me.
I think it's possible, of course, because Jarvis Landry got wide receiver #1 potential, and he is a wide receiver #1.
He's been there before,
like so. Of course, he can, but is he? No, I don't think so. I think Michael Thomas coming back. I seen T Mama talking about Jameis with a chip. Shit, it ain't the size of Mike Thomas with the chip. You know what I'm saying? All he done been doing for 2 years is taking shirtless pictures in the dark in the bathroom.
Did you see? Did you see him?
Huh?
The man looked like Captain Marvel. Come on, James.
Shit, real talk. He ready. He ready. Man. He ready.
Michael Thomas. This the only reason I say no. Michael Thomas. I can't wait to get the ball to Michael Thomas. When we get a full healthy Michael Thomas, and the things we could do. Look, we about to be force feed.
Real talk.
Do you think front office wise they looking at it like that? As far as money, moving that contract and shit like that, possibly.
Do that make Marshawn
Jarvis on a 1-year deal?
Michael Thomas, I'm talking about. As far as like this question that John asked.
But I don't think we give up Mike. I don't think we'll ever give up Mike. You feel me?
Nah, I think DA like Mike, bro.
Yeah, and how you give up an offensive player of the year? That potential, like that's in him. You feel me? Like that's tough.
Is him in my
DA ain't giving up no damn Marshawn either.
No, hell nah. DA ain't giving up. I was surprised that we gave.
You can't give up no damn All-Pro corner.
No, we can't give up Marshawn.
You can't.
Bro.
Nobody in the league could do that.
That's not happening, bro. Marshawn be a top 5 corner right now. Ain't no way he getting up. How many years Marshawn got left on this deal? 1 more, 2.
I'm just saying we went corner 2nd and 3rd round 2. You never know.
Yeah,
you never know.
Nah, I agree. Nah, I agree. You never know. Marshawn look like every year he getting better though.
He do. He do.
Like he getting better. If I see a little drop off, or you know what I'm saying, like Marshawn ain't leaving no room for error.
That's go dent the fuck out of us.
Marshawn got paid last year. I'm tripping.
Right, he got to.
He got his money last year.
That's my point.
Hold on. Marshawn got paid last year. Came out with a broken hand and went ball down, shut down Adams. Go ahead.
That's my point. So if Jameis have the year that Jameis have. Jarvis have the year that Jarvis have.
SPN, baby.
Retaining them gonna come at the expense of somebody that's worth playing for 20 mil, right?
Mm-hmm.
Or what y'all think?
I think we got Mickey Loomis. That's his job.
Because I know Kamara ain't going nowhere. That's my thing. Kamara ain't going nowhere.
I think they got 10 mil to spare if something don't work out like they want it to.
Right now, the 10 million we got right now.
And no.
What 10 mil?
Taysom Hill makes
Oh,
10 million a year.
Yep.
Okay.
10 million.
Sooner or later, shit is going to run. You know, the more playmakers and receivers and shit people we get who can make plays. Look,
you gonna get buried, huh?
Davenport.
Davenport got to get paid.
I think he gone. That's why we got Peyton Turner.
Who, Davenport?
Yeah, I think it's a
I don't think so. I don't think so. I think it's sooner or later they're gonna kick Cam into the inside. What's up, Pammy Whammy?
And keep Peyton and Davenport, you think?
Yes, indeed. They're gonna have to feature. You know, sooner or later Cam slam Cam to the inside, slide to the inside.
But is he taking a pay cut?
He probably will. I don't think Cam want to go at this point in his career. Everything he did for the Saints, I don't think Cam wants to go anywhere else. I think Cam want to retire Saint. I think he wants his jersey tied and everything else. I don't think he want to go and play out like Cam already setting up his career. You know what I'm saying? Like he already setting up his shit. He got his crypto. He got his sports analyst, his anchors. You know what I'm saying? He already set up his career. I don't see Cam this late in his career not taking a pay cut and going to another place to play. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't see that. The only way I see that if the Saints do him hella wrong and he go to somewhere like the fucking Bucks or Carolinas, torture us.
He go another name, CD.
I mean, I don't know, man. CD like our spirit angel, our animal. You know what I'm saying?
That's
like
what
he
I'm
like.
saying.
I don't know.
Retaining all of these players. If Mickey can pull this off, man, we gotta buy Mickey. We gotta some kind of way. We gotta make a deal with G to get Mickey. Weed ads for a year. Weed ads for a year. If Mickey can pull it off, we gotta work a contract out. Mickey, we sending wings to you for a year. Anytime you want.
Hi, welcome to Weed Ads.
Hold up.
We that's New Orleans' own chicken and shrimp. Visit any one of our 4 locations. Proud partner of the New Orleans Pelicans.
You got that bit in the chamber, huh?
Yeah, man. Make sure you stop at We That Chicken and Shrimp on Railroad, the Mall, Oakwood Mall, and Canal Street. You're in Houston. Stop by We That Chicken and Shrimp. And if you're in Ross, get you some seasons. One time, 10-piece spicy.
With a little. Well, you get some fries though.
I was about to say barbecue ranch fried.
Yeah,
barbecue ranch fries. That's what I go
for.
for.
Fuck with those barbecue ranch fries. You hear me? But yeah, man. But what we was talking about? We went straight to
these contracts,
Ricky Loomis and getting wings for
McCoy.
life.
I think we gonna make a way.
McCoy extension. Hey, if I gotta sign McCoy or CD, I'm signing CD. Love you, McCoy, but I'm signing CD.
So let's go on the hand right quick. We got Jameis, we got Jarvis, CD, McCoy, and Marcus Davenport.
Yeah.
Who gone? Who the odd man out?
Might be if we're gonna see what Jarvis do this year, we're gonna see what McCoy do this year, CD is here, and Davenport. So I mean, CD to me.
Who the odd man out?
CD, my top to bring back. One of my top to bring back. Him and Jabba. Well, we can see what Jabba will do, but I'm pretty sure Jabba gonna ball out.
Taysom Hill, man.
Get him out. Anybody out? I'm talking about. I said anybody out, but
no,
CD and Jabba.
We didn't even bring up Taysom Hill.
Yeah, I'm
because he ain't at the end of his contract. All of these people at the end of their contracts now.
Right, he got fucking voidable years on that motherfucker though.
After next year, I mean after this year.
After every year, don't he have voidable? Wasn't that worked in that contract like that?
Hold up, that bit could be voided at any moment. That's what you're talking about.
I'm not sure. I gotta look at it again. I don't want to lie.
Look at it again. Unless they reworked it. I know that one that he signed. It was voidable after every year.
Yeah.
Your mama ever told you on thin ice?
You on thin ice.
That bit takes him on thin ice right now.
Yes, indeed.
If he voidable after every year, he on thin ice.
What's that boy got? A flash? What that shit he got, bro? Damn.
Oh, plantar fasciitis.
Plantar fasciitis.
You're on thin ice with plantar fasciitis. You better cool down. So before we look, we in this, man. We've been in here deep, pause. But let's get into the main topic. The most pressure. Who's under the most pressure this year? We got Cesar Ruiz, we got Pete Carmichael, we got Dennis Allen and Jabbo. We can also add in Adam Troutman also and Traquan Smith if y'all want to. They just on the thumbnails. But if we could add in Traquan Smith and Adam Troutman, because I feel like all of them are on the bubble, are on got enough pressure. It's kind of make it or break it for them. If you don't show and produce early, it might be over for you. Who's y'all guys who you got your eyes on? Who you think under the most pressure this season? You can go from the coach or to the coaching staff, and you can also throw in Cody Burns as a coach candidate because he has all this talent on his field set up for success. Him and Jabbo. Who you think got Cody Burns, Dennis Allen, Pete Carmichael as
So
coach?
we picking a coach and a player.
Pick the coach and the players. You can pick the coach and
Okay.
player. Yep.
Okay.
Who gonna tackle it first? You want to go
ahead?
This funny to me that Caesar even in this, but first of all, like Caesar, this your third year, and we talking about getting rid of you already. I mean, I don't think we was talking about getting rid of Pete this early. We probably was talking about getting rid of Pete this early. Maybe. I don't know.
Ask Cam. You just looked at
But
it.
I don't know if it was this to this extent. Like to this,
Right.
he probably was under pressure. We probably weren't talking about getting rid of him as much. But to me, Jabbo's under tremendous pressure. Jabbo has a buffet sitting in front of his face. You know what? Let me put it in this terms. You ever seen like Man versus Food when people got that big ass plate of food and they gotta finish that bit in a certain time? That's what Jabbo's situation is. Like he got this big plate of food in front of him and he have to finish this plate in a certain time so he could be successful. So he could he got to change his name, he got to change the narrative. It's so much pressure on Jabbo right now. And to flip to the coach side, they got to be OP to me. I think Dennis Allen defense is gonna show up and show out. The question for our team this year, just like it was last year, is going to be the offense. Can we move the ball and put points on the board? If Petey, aka Pete Carmichael, aka Petey, could put 25 plus points on the board per game, I think we cooking with fish grease. We boiling with fucking crawfish water. We doing whatever it takes to be hot.
He was wise from going around. I agree. That's great choices. Go ahead. Y'all good. Go ahead, Crooked. Crooked is like 4D right now. Go ahead, Crooked.
A gourmet buffet, Elise said.
It's tough, man. I mean, all four of them up there for a reason. I definitely agree with what you're saying, Lester, as far as Jameis. He's definitely got all the keys to get it done. So he's definitely under pressure. But offensive line going to be key for him. So, I mean, he ain't going to be able to get that motherfucker out if he got feet. You know what I'm saying? If he got Cesar Ruiz fucking heels at the tip of his toes.
What he was doing, Al? What he was doing?
James dropping back 5 steps and Caesar right there in his face, running right towards him.
Don't leave me. Don't leave me.
Yeah, don't leave me.
What they saying, Bruiser? Can't be here by myself.
Can't be alone in here.
Can't be alone in here.
all valid points you made, Lester, and I think it's they go hand to hand though. So like Caesar, he under a lot of pressure, man, and I know a lot of times we talk about his college position was center. He's been kind of out of position since he's been here, playing multiple roles and stuff like that. So
has Andrew Speed.
Right. So I'm gonna say Cesar Ruiz when it comes to the player being under the most pressure.
What's up, Okula, baby?
So he on thin ice. That's what you're saying? He on thin ice?
Oh, he's definitely on thin ice. He's definitely on thin ice. As far as the coaches go, I'm gonna have to go with what you said.
Pete Carmichael.
Pete Carmichael for sure, because offensively, that's kind of been our weak link. For some years here. So if we could put up points consistently, game in, game out, we know the defense gonna hold it down. You know what I'm saying? So as long as we could put them points on the board, I think we're gonna be all right. If not, it's gonna be trouble. You know what I'm saying? So
trouble.
Pete Carmichael, as far as the coaches go, for me as well.
So you got Caesar
and Pete.
What you say? You told me that you had that blue and yellow on. I thought you was Caesar. That's an inside.
That Michigan blue and yellow, huh?
That's an insider with me and old insider. You know what I mean? Hey, bro, you want to go last, or you want me to go? You want to wrap it up, or you want me? I don't matter. It don't matter. Just let me know.
All right. Well, the player I got. The player. I'm gonna start with the player. The player I got with the most pressure. And it's a defensive player too, and it's not off of production. It's just it's Davenport. And I'm gonna tell you why, because we can't keep saying what he in his 4th year.
Yeah, fifth.
Yo, fifth year.
We know he got all the tools. He got all the flashes. He dominates, but we can't keep saying, "Oh, if he be healthy, he would have had 10 sacks." Or if he was healthy, he would have had 12 sacks. We can't keep saying that.
Right.
So
you're right.
The
had
pressure
9 last year too. Yep.
He had 9, and he missed.
And he was on the injury reserve last year.
Yep. Facts.
Even though it started, not to cut you off, bro, but the injury reserve was three games this starting last year. It's 3 games now. Go ahead.
But I want to see 12 plus games, 13 plus games from him.
In a row.
I want to see him there consistently making plays. So Davenport got I don't know if it's the most pressure really in the sense, but to me, I'm watching that because I think he's one of the vessels to this defense taking it over the top. You see what I'm saying?
Bro. He take us to another level every time he plays.
If he controlling that front,
man,
you know how many interceptions go come off of Davenport in a quarterback lap, and you can't outrun them like talking about. You're not gonna be able to get away from him like talking.
He's so good, man.
So
Aaron Rodgers.
He threw a clean Adebo.
I like talking about Davenport. We don't talk about Davenport a lot.
That was Cam Jordan.
Cam Jordan
sacked.
Cam Jordan was in there in his lap.
Sacked by the Saggers that he got it out. Go ahead.
And let's talk about him. We spent 2 second-round picks on him, although he's not.
I thought first-round pick.
2
first-round picks. Although he's not on the field all the
time.
What
about Cooler?
The dude is a beast, son.
He a beast.
He is a beast. So I see what they saw when it was giving up the picks to go get him. But like you said, he got to say we need, what you said, 13, 12 plus games.
So at least 13. And you know what I'm saying?
Not fact.
He a beast.
Not fact. And you're right, bro. We can't keep saving them saying, oh, yeah, if he was healthy.
We can't keep doing that. Next thing you know, we'll be doing that shit for 11 years.
Right.
So
real talk. Yeah, this is here, right here. Go ahead. What you got for coaches, bro?
As far as coaches, man, I think the most pressure on Doug Marrone, and I'm gonna tell you why. You gotta we got a question mark at right guard because everybody looking at Cesar Ruiz, and I'm sending positive and successful.
Know where you're going with it, bro.
To the future all pro, and he gotta. I said it. He got
the future all pro. Lord
and hold on, time out, and let me dive into that. L, how many years C's have been in the league? 3.
This will be his 3rd year.
He's 22 years old.
Right.
22 years old. Come on,
better
man.
Get better. He gonna be out young. He better get better.
Man, we gotta get. I think Doug Marrone is the right coach, but he gotta coach him up, and we missing our luxurious left tackle, and he got to coach Penning up. He got if it's gonna be Hurst, you got to get him ready. You gotta keep McCoy engaged. You gotta see who gonna be that rotational line. We got a lot of question marks, and I gotta know who is this dude we just signed and why.
And Brew, to add to that, we go against some good defensive lines this year. This year is the year where the D line is going to be on us this year. You feel me? Like they're gonna be coming after us. And they know we're gonna be throwing that ball. We got receivers to throw it to. So you're right, Doug Marrone. We on your
Doug
ass.
Marrone got some. He gotta coach them guys up to keep our quarterback who's coming off an injury. Got to keep him protected. You got to make sure they got the fundamentals down pat, and with alignment and technique, they got to make sure everything is technical. You know what I'm saying?
Caesar is he have to play better, man.
And part of that technique.
And if Marrone needs to see it before we get into critical situations in games. You feel me? He have to see like, all right, Caesar ain't catching on as much as we need him to catch on. So let me put Hurst in here if Hurst don't win the left tackle spot. You know what I'm saying? Like that's the stuff we need to see from Doug Marrone and how he mix and match. Because I feel like last year and years past, Sean had a lot to say about offensive line because Sean is a good offensive mind, period. So he probably had a lot of input with the offensive line as well. So we'll see how that go. That's a good one. I like that.
Great one. All right, great one. So you had Davenport,
Davenport,
Doug
Dougie,
Marrone,
and Dougie Doug.
Gotcha. Now that was a great point. On mine, I'm gonna stick to the offensive players wise. Is he wasn't on the thumbnail, but I just feel like right now, this is maybe 6th year. I don't even know, maybe 5th or 6th, maybe. But mine is Traquan Smith.
Yes.
Traquan Smith, you might don't even make the team.
Damn.
So he come out shooting.
Traquan, you got to come out shooting in camp. I'm talking about start mini camp. You already got Dennis Allen out there teaching how to run routes. Now, I didn't like to see that. I don't know who took a picture of that, but they were being messy and petty, and I ain't like it. But Traquan Smith is very important because if you look at this depth chart, you got Michael Thomas. You got Jarvis Landry.
Juice.
Chris Olave.
Smooth as the other side of the pillow.
Callaway.
Oh, yeah.
Hardy. And then Traquan.
I think he's 5 or 6.
Damn, he is the odd man out, Till.
Traquan.
Big facts already.
Traquan.
Because if it comes down to him or Hardy, who you keeping? Tell me right.
I'm keeping Hardy.
Talk about, fellas. Do y'all remember last year? We was begging Traquan to come back. Oh,
yeah.
man. We was begging him to come back. Man, we need Traquan. Traquan, go do this. Now we fast forward 7-8 months later. Oh, man.
Right.
Go ahead.
So I just, Traquan, I think it's very important that you have you got to force them to keep Hardy at special teams. You got to force them like, we don't even need him. We got enough. Olave gonna cook out. Callaway, that was somebody that Mike Detillier was talking about at OTAs that stood out to them. Him catching the passes, him being that guy. You already got Michael Thomas who's coming back, who's gonna be that guy. You already got Jarvis Landry who's gonna be that guy. Chris Olave, and then you add Marcus Callaway at the number 4 receiver, and then you got Hardy who coming in there just to add another. Like, you're not even needed on here. You're gonna have to show a lot in camp, training camp, mini camps, and preseason to make this team, because it's gonna be hard for you, bro. And I think you on that bubble. You better tighten up, bro. You better have the camp and every your life. Cool dude, great blocking receiver, great, very tough receiver, but just not consistent and don't stay on the field long enough.
That bug gonna have to be on this shit on all aspects of the game, special teams too.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because like that might end up being his
the key, right?
His way in.
Kickoff.
I don't see him being a gunner. I don't see him beating out Alontae Taylor.
Right, because the defense
beating out Taylor. That's what got
him. I don't see him beating out Daniel.
And you ain't mentioned the young guns that's coming up. The young
Kawan Baker.
Kawan Baker, Dixon, Lil Jordan Humphrey. Like, we still got. Did Lil Jordan sign back?
I don't think he signed back yet. I don't think he signed. I'm not sure.
Like,
the last time our tech, he didn't sign his what you call him back. So I'm not sure.
So Traquan got competition coming from all angles. You got it from the top receivers that's pushing you down,
And the
and then you
motherfucker
got
that's
it from
coming
the young bucks that's trying to
that's coming
east
up.
out. Yeah.
And DA gonna get to a point where like, you know what, Trey, we seen what you can provide for us. Great blocker, but I could find that. I could get a guy out there. I got a guy that could really want blocking, Jarvis Landry too. So it's not really like, oh, we need that. Oh, when Traquan, it's gonna be better for our system because a lot of times when Traquan come on the field, oh, they running the ball. He about to block. Yeah, he the blocker. You know what I'm saying? So shit. So my guy, go ahead. Al. Sorry.
And now Traquan used to get those play action passes, you know, those wide open ones, because we're in the heavy run set, and then we'll run play action. He 1-on-1 with the corner and get those, you know, type of passes. That about to be Jarvis Landry now. And what you said earlier, Avery, he could get open in a phone booth.
Yeah.
Like, man, what? Man, what?
Hey, Brandon, facts, bro. That's what I said. Shout out to be in the building. Yes, indeed. So that's gonna be my player, Traquan Smith. He's got the most pressure. I feel like that's on him. Because like I said, just coming before the Jarvis Landry signing, he kind of was behind that, but he still had a way because we knew Hardy wasn't gonna be like that, and you know he was gonna at least be fighting for that fourth receiver. But now, or that fourth to fifth receiver. But now, shit, he's 6'7". So Traquan is gonna be my player, and I'm gonna stick with the same offensive side, and I'm gonna go with the wide receiver coach Cody Barnes. We heard great things. Great things from him. As far as with Jarvis Landry about Jarvis in year 9 and him teaching them something already. 5-time Pro Bowler, and this guy right here teaching them something already. Smart guy, very detailed. That's what we heard. That's all we heard. But you have nothing but talent on here. You got a tall Taz, my guy, young guy coming in here, and you got a phenom like Chris Olave. You got Michael Thomas, an alpha dog, and you got to get all of them to buy in on what you're selling, and you got to make them learn from what you're selling. So I think he got a tall task because he's set up with success, sort of like Jameis Winston, where you have the room already and you have a task of making them better. If all passing game don't be in top 5, top 10, I think he failed. You know what I'm saying? I think that was a bad look for him because it's not like he, as a rookie coach, is coming here. NFL coach is coming there with what receiver coach we had last year, Kevin White, Traquan, motherfucking Chris Hogan, all these other people, you know, out there who really, you know, needed, you know, the improvement. But now you got veterans and you got a phenom and Chris Olave. You got Callaway, who's into his 3rd season, who could really be your number 3-2 receiver. You know what I'm saying? Not number 1, you know, but I just think with the success, talent that he has in that room, he's set up for success. And if he don't do what he's supposed to as far as make this receiver core better or in the top 10, I think he fell. So my two going to be, as far as players, Traquan Smith, and I'm gonna go with Cody, the wide receiver coach.
That's interesting because I was wondering where you was gonna go with it. As far as the pressure, how is the pressure on the receivers coach? But now when you said it at the end, it makes sense. Like they better be good, basically.
They better be good. You got to. You
like,
got no choice.
You have no choice.
Especially being from what our receiver room was last year, and the rank damn near bottom 5. Like we didn't have nothing. We understand why Michael Thomas, right? But now it's no excuse. It's no excuse. You have everything you need. You already had everything you need with just Michael Thomas coming back, Chris Olave, Callaway, and Hardy, Traquan. But now you add in a 5-time Pro Bowler and Jarvis Landry. Ain't no way our receivers should be dropping balls, becoming a liability. We should be making plays. And like I said, we should be in that top 10 as far as wide receiver passing game. So I'm gonna go with them two, sticking with it. Yeah, man.
That's some good input. Everybody,
yeah, man.
Did we all have different people?
I think we did. That kind of
I went with Pete with you.
Oh, okay. Okay. So that's what we
But then my other guy is who Bruiser went with, because they go hand in hand with Cesar Ruiz. And it would have been Doug Marrone as far as getting him together. And
that's
right.
But none of it is really a bad answer. This is just perspective. Because everybody we said is truly that, because we have that behind everybody y'all talking about. Everybody you remember besides coaches, but I'm talking about as far as players, you know what I'm saying? We definitely understand that. We could say that DA. We know DA gonna do good because he set up for success himself, and he have a good supporting cast with him. We know what Pete gonna do. We know what he did. Top 5 offense in the league when he was calling plays. We built, like I said, I keep going back to Sean Payton, Pete Carmichael, and Drew Brees are the 3 mad scientists that created this offense that you see 16 years later. He was there every step of the way. Add some of that weed that season. Go ahead.
And when you build a team like this, it comes with pressure. When you add this many athletes, when you add this much talent, it comes with pressure. Last year we was playing from the bottom, trying to pull up. We was trying to get up to there. So
We
it
know what our
wasn't no-
potential, but
right.
we had so much going on. It wasn't no pressure.
It wasn't no pressure on us. Everybody was
pressure.
counting us out. Everybody
Yep.
said Drew Brees gone. We're gonna be 9-8 and all that. So it wasn't no pressure, and we ain't have that much talent like we have this year. This year, boy, we licking our chops. That's what my coach used to say. You better be licking your chops when you see that other team.
Facts.
Like, man, we better be on it. We better be on it and be ready.
Shout out to my dog SPN. He said he on the team.
He
Lions
on the
taking
team.
over. What up, off the chain? I ain't got no problem with the Lions, bro. My dad's he's a Lions fan. He from Detroit, Michigan, and you got Dan Campbell and Aaron Glenn. So y'all ain't no threat to us. So we wish y'all luck, man. Appreciate you jumping in the chat, man. And you hope y'all don't play us. Where the ranch is at work is. Hey, man. Like I told you, any of the family men that's been here for a minute, T-Mom or anything, y'all comment after the stream is over with on the stream. If you want to be a moderator, we're gonna hook you up with the ranch. Just make sure after the stream over, not during it, but after, go back, comment. I can see your name and I'll click on and add you, moderator. So much love to everybody. Yes, indeed. Shout out to knowing that light, that line better protect James. Facts. That's why Bruce said Dub Marone, man. Yeah, man. Shout out to Jeff Gladney, man. He toughed off, man. Sorry to hear about that, man. Rest in peace, man. Yeah, man. But yeah, the offensive line better protect James. That's the key.
Have to, man.
Sucks when that time it first came, they did it with the players who came in.
Baltimore line. Green Bay got a good defensive line. The first week we going against Grady Jarrett.
Look
Grady
at that boy.
Jarrett, a beast.
Yeah, real talk.
He ain't got no help with
We
it.
was ranked 19 in scoring offense and 31st in passing yards per game last
That's
year.
why Pete got to make some shake.
He gonna make some shake. Pete's gonna make some shake. You hear me? Why am I
we all picked offensive coaches, by the way, y'all.
Yeah.
You picked the receivers coach, he picked the O-line coach, we picked the offensive coordinator.
Yeah.
So that pressure on that offense, man.
If somebody trying to talk, one of y'all was trying to talk, everybody breaking up. I don't know what that was. So you're in the matrix. But yeah, man.
That bowl, yeah.
That toilet bowl. who we talking about won the bowl? Who they talking about?
Toilet bowl.
I don't know. Bruce, you were saying something, Bruce?
Oh, she's talking about the Tampa Bay up there.
Oh, sucking is one that ship, man. That's the pandemic bowl, man. Them people, man, stop it, man. I ain't even listen. Go ahead. You can't even celebrate. They over there celebrating and quiet. Them just yelling, can hear themselves. Nobody was cheering or nothing. No, you hear themselves. Ah! Motherfucker like
and
they
cheated. They threw 11 penalties on the Chiefs in the first half.
Thanks. Took away an intercept and everything from Tyron, man. Stop it.
Man.
Y'all know them parties that they be having the headphones in? What's the parties called?
Disco.
That's what they was at.
We
did it.
And you just looking at them like, what they listening to?
What happened with that? Stupid ass. Yes, indeed. I got you, man.
My thing is, let me talk some shit to the Bucks real quick before we get on.
Yeah, man.
Y'all do not have Antonio Brown no more. Do y'all understand how much Tom Brady loved Antonio Brown and how much he used to throw the ball to Antonio Brown? You forgot when Chris Godwin went down. This is how much he loved him. This is just a small example. When Chris Godwin got hurt, the very next week, Antonio Brown had 11 catches, way more than Mike Evans. Mike Evans still was in the game, but he threw it to Antonio Brown like 15 times and he had 11 catches or something like that. So y'all not about to have that blanket no more. Y'all not about to have that guy pushing y'all in your receiver room no more. Y'all about to have limp me back to the field, Chris Godwin, and scary ass Mike Evans. Because he only play against trash. He only play good against trash DBs. When he get to the Ramses and all them niggas, like he got Ramsey that one play because Ramsey was asleep and he thought the game was over.
Yeah, the Marshawn play.
Right. So he good. Don't get me wrong. No disrespect to his talent as a receiver, but he ain't like that. That's
ain't
what
really
I'm
like
saying.
that. He not really
Yeah.
like that. Shout out to Jameis who made them boys like that. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Jameis. People sleep on that. I told you, Jameis the reason why Tyler came over there because he had two Pro Bowler receivers. You know what I'm saying? Who does that? Two Pro Bowl receivers the same year on the same team. Nobody says that. That's crazy. That shout out to Jameis, man, what he was doing. But
And Mike Evans just bigger than everybody he go against most of the time. Like
I keep saying it. The Bucks everybody drinking the Kool-Aid, man. They showing favoritism. They making exceptions. They talking about Dennis Allen is taking over for the great Sean Payton. But what about the sad Kango had fucking Bruce Arians?
the
Dennis
Super
Allen.
Bowl winner.
Dennis Allen, the last stop at the Raiders. You seen what he did? What about what Ty Bowles did with the Jets? On that, what he
That's what I'm
did?
saying. And nobody never said like the Bucks are losing a Super Bowl winning head coach. So either one, they don't respect y'all Super Bowl. Two, they saying Bruce Arians was trash. Ty Bowles better than Bruce Arians. I'm confused. Have y'all not saying nothing about it? Because y'all talking
Man,
about
all they're worried about is Brady, man.
that's all it is. They blinded.
That's all it is.
I'm not sure with all the weapons they have and everybody healthy this year. I'm not sure about because Jameis wasn't coming off an injury. Well, Chris Godwin at the end of the season, got his leg amputated. Shout out to PJ. Now they got his fucking leg took off, and he not gonna be not sure if he gonna be ready for opening season. But yet, y'all projecting the Bucks to have a top tier offense. You replacing Antonio Brown with who? Gage? Stop it. He's a good receiver, but he's not fucking like Antonio Brown. Like, stop it, man. But
Gage
nobody
played for
sees
LSU,
that.
huh?
Think he did. And but he he went to LSU, but he played for the Falcons, so that Falcons overshadowed for me. So you know what I'm saying? Treat him as a Falcon. I'm not treating him because he LSU. He a Falcon.
He a good receiver, but he don't got nothing on the type of talent we have in our secondary.
No,
like CeeDee's talent, right? CeeDee's talent is superior to him and Adebo's and Marshawn.
Yes, he shut down. It's nothing that scares. Like AB, you had to bring your lunch every game. Every game. The stupid when Brady was under attack, he threw a ball down the middle seam. He threw it to Gronk, but AB was wide open that game. Y'all remember that game against the Bucks Sunday night? He threw it to Gronk,
wide open,
but he was running wide open on the side. He didn't see it would have changed his life forever. Stupid ass, but it's all good. Stupid ass, lockdown, laddie daddy, straight like that. Facts. You know what I mean? Marsh dog. What up, 318? What's down with you? I love when they underestimate. I love it too. I love that we fly underneath the radar. I love it. I love it. People is so sleep. It just sometimes you gotta address the disrespect. Like, you really gonna tell us like you really gonna have these dudes after we fucking whoop the shit out this dude, after we beat them 9-0 with no fucking quarterback, no wide receiver. The defense got better, they offense got worse, they defense suspect got worse. Like, how can y'all keep this like, you know? But it is what it is, though.
And what's crazy is I think we got a better free safety. So the other day I watched 22 minutes of Marcus Mayhem video.
Bro? 22
and
minutes?
This dude, 22 minutes.
22 minutes.
And this dude here, I'm
the real
talking
deal.
about what? Punching out fumbles. I don't remember. Nah, don't get me wrong. Marcus Williams, he was a good safety. He was back there catching picks and all that. I don't remember too many times he was punching out the ball.
How
many times Marcus Williams punched out the ball for a fumble?
I don't know that many times.
Well,
He
you can't recall.
because they really didn't want to tackle.
He didn't want to tackle that much.
He really didn't want to tackle. That was one of his weaknesses. We thought he was getting better, but this last season he came with a couple of whiffs. You know what I'm saying? A couple of whiffs, his head down. You know what I'm saying? A couple of his head down.
Marcus May made a play at the goal line on Keenan Allen. Keenan Allen caught the ball, was trying to go low into the end zone. Marcus May came lower, diving, punching. I'm talking about these dudes like this much off the ground, son.
Yeah.
He diving, punching the ball, made Keenan Allen fumble, got the fumble, turnover on downs.
Love it.
That's
Love
7
it.
points off the board.
He fits our team, our scheme. And
He
you
like
know
that.
what? Shout out to what you call him? Shout out to Marcus Mayhem and PJ Williams. PJ went to his camp for the kids. I see him there, and I seen the love they show to each other during the off season and shit like that. So they already got a little bond in the chemistry. I seen the birthday shout out today. Shout out to happy G-Day to our guy PJ Playmaking Mill. I think Williams. I think his birthday was 2 days ago. Shout out to our guy, man.
And both of them Florida boy.
All them Florida boys. Shout out to Chauncey Garner. And don't forget, we always talk about this. DA had him on the list, or Sean had him on the list right before Marcus Williams.
Yeah.
Right after Marcus Williams.
2 picks
Come on.
apart.
Ben, we
39.
wanted him. He
was it 1 pick?
I'm not sure, but I know I heard he was on the roster, on the board. He was on the board. Had them eyes on him.
It's either 38-39 or 39-41. Like that's when they got picked. Like they got picked kind of close. So he definitely was the guy we wanted,
love,
man.
I
I can't
seen it.
wait to
Facts.
see that, man.
Yep.
Oh,
I'm
you
excited,
done got me
man.
pumped.
Yeah, real talk. And another thing we could talk about while we bringing up Marcus May, his actual court hearing also got pushed back to it was supposed to be yesterday, but it got postponed to August 25th. August 25th now, Marcus May hearing for his DUI has been postponed to August the 25th. So that's something to keep an eye on. We thought we was gonna get a judgment or a sentences, whatever they was gonna do with it yesterday, but they postponed it to the August 25th. So
do y'all prefer him to miss the first 2 games?
Yes.
Off
yes.
the rip?
Yes. Get it over with.
That's 2 division games though.
Yeah, I feel like the Bucks we can make it. I mean, I like them for the Bucks. I mean, Atlanta out there, I feel like we don't need them like that much. I feel like the Bucks will probably need them. And then we got Carolina the next week. I think we'll be okay against Carolina, but probably just against the Bucks. But bro, we got Justin Evans. We got some people. We got CD. We got a couple of people with things we can do, bro, that we can switch it up. It's gonna be very interesting. We also got to talk about real quick, Tyron. We got to talk about Bryson Thompson. He's been having a great OTA. That was our guy last year from Tennessee. He was showing out. We thought he was gonna make the team, made the practice squad. That might be an option also. We're gonna see how it go, man. We got a lot of depth back there, so I'm not too worried. As long as we got that foundation, Lattimore, Adebo, my guy Honey Badger, we could fill in the rest. If we had to put CD up there and let Roby play that motherfucking slide until he come back, that might be what we had to do. CD and Roby. But I don't know how I like CD, deep zone. I don't know. I ain't never see him cut up like that.
Yeah, you remember when we played Tennessee 2 years ago, the year that Mike broke?
Oh, he knocked him clean. You're right. Ooh, he changed the game. He changed the game. They were trying to go in and kick a field goal, made it take the lead. That boy knocked him out. Pick the ball up. You might be right.
They was up like 17-6 on us or something like that. And CD smacked what's his name? Raymond. He ran a post.
He went limp.
Picked that bitch up. And it was all legal too.
All legal.
So we could put and that's probably why CD been saying, remember they drafted me as a safety.
Right.
Remember they drafted me as a safety.
Was it safety we drafted? Or was it a corner? I thought we said we drafted as a corner.
No, he said, remember they drafted.
He said they drafted him as a safety.
Okay, cool.
He was a safety, remember?
Okay.
Because I
for
sure. Thumper. I used to say he a little thumper.
Yeah.
And that was when he proved that he was a thumper right there.
So y'all think we gonna start running 3 safeties and having Alontae and Roby take the slot?
Or for the first couple games, it's gonna be CD and Honey Badger,
the minutes in the Honey
PJ
Badger
in his spot, and then Roby in the slot,
and
Alontae in the slot for the first couple games.
So let's get it out the way. Let's get Marcus Mayhem out the way because we got depth. We got depth. And the opponents that we know these opponents. Honey Badger know these opponents. And maybe not the Falcons, but Tom Brady, he know him. He know his tendencies. He know what he like. It's gonna be interesting.
Very, man.
Yeah, man. Blind eyes, man. A picture with Cam Jordan.
Eli Holston.
What up, bro? What up, Ryan MG? What's up, baby?
What
out there, Ryan? What's up, baby? It's about to be different facts, man. Look at my dog Woo, Justin Everett. He another. What up, Woo, baby? He another thumper. You know what I'm saying? That boy. I told y'all what he did to King Henry, but that's it. So, man, before we get out of here, man, go around to anything else y'all want to talk about. Bring up OTAs, anything we missed y'all want to speak on before we get out of here. Anybody?
I just want to give a shout out to DeMario Davis. We won't talk about him much on here, but just know that you are the soul of our team and our defense for sure. And shout out to you, brother.
Shout out to Mario. I definitely got your jersey, man. Love you that you hit one of the best acquisitions that we had, man. You're gonna be up there top 5 free agent. Was it free agent pickup we had? We ain't trade for free agent pickup.
Yep.
It's gonna be top 5 up there, man. What he did for
3.
this team. Shout out to the Jets, man, because they gave us
Vilma Breeze and him.
Demario Davis and Vilma. So shout out to the Jets, man. Showing love like that, man. One time. So love. Anything for you, Brewski?
I'm gonna keep it
Double
on
D.
the shout out wave. I'm gonna give a shout out to Cesar Ruiz because we need you, brother. I don't want you to do what L said. When James hit the last drop back, you're running towards him. You know, you athletic. You 22 years old. You got room to grow. You got room to learn. Do that. You're strong. You're athletic. Use that to your advantage.
Go ahead, Crooks. Anything else you want to talk about, brother? Last remarks.
Now, of course, I haven't been to any practices or seen any. But a lot of buzz about our running back David Zebo. So
Yeah, Zigbo. Yeah, we get.
he's been doing great things from what I hear. Catching the ball out the backfield.
This is
They
third
say
time
damn
here.
near look like a receiver. Damn near looking like a receiver. So excited. Shout out him, man. Third year. Doing good things in camp, so looking forward to see what he could do. And that's a position that we're trying to find, another person to balance out that load for Kamara. So shout out him. Looking forward to see him do big things, continue to do big things. So
And we're gonna need that if he gets suspended. If Kamara gets suspended, we're gonna need somebody like a Zigbo catching the ball out the backfield. So keep catching that thing, Zigbo. Keep doing that for sure.
Right.
I just learned how to do that, so I was just doing it. I was like, what the fuck? Why am I sitting? I was like, oh, I can move it. And I said, oh, there you go. And it's all good. But nah, Zigbo for sure, man. This is his third time being here. We as fans, man, we liked him, man. He was a good, solid back. He could catch the ball out the backfield, hard runner, shifty. We might need him with Alvin Kamara facing potential suspension. So a Zigbo will be a good signing for us also. So yeah, man, we're gonna see if anybody else too, family. If you're in the chat, man, if you're going to that June 15 mini camp, let us know, man. Some of us might be in the building. Hey,
real quick, I seen Ross Jackson post this. What
Shout out to
about
Ross Jackson.
Chris Carson?
Running back
from Seattle. Remember him? Number 20?
Yeah, nah, he tough. He tough. I like him. What's up, Two Face? What's up, man?
Tell you something though, Al.
What's up, Two Face, baby?
He fumbled the ball, but I was about to say he fumbled the ball a lot, but he a good, tough, hard runner, and he could catch and run. So
shout out to Ryan.
Field 15 yards and nigga strip him from
Ty
behind.
Gurley.
Fuck no.
Y'all like Ty Gurley?
Gurley don't even want to play.
Man, fuck.
Ty Gurley was the offensive player of the year too.
Man, not arthritis knees, man. He out of here, man. Let that man relax and chill, man. He out
Before
of here.
Mike won it, he won it.
Shout out to Ryan asked anybody found out who he was jarring at. I don't know. Talking about Jarvis when he caught that ball. I'm not sure, bro. I'm not sure. They ain't said. We got to find out what DB he was talking shit to. I definitely want to know. You heard me? Oh, look at our guy right in time. What up, Wallace? What's up, bro?
The Rams had 2 damn offensive player of the years. Sean McVay, Ty Gurley, and Cooper Kupp.
Then win the 2 Bowl.
Sean still got more though, because Drew Brees got 3 and Michael Thomas got 1. But whatever. I'm just throwing that out there.
Michael Thomas. Shout out to Wireless, man. Anything else before we get out of here, bros? Anything else?
No, sir.
Oh, good, man. I appreciate everybody that jumped in here, man. Everybody, before you exit out, man, please hit that like button. If you haven't, please subscribe to the bros, man. It really helps us out, man. Really appreciate y'all. And we'll be back at y'all next time, man. You already know that's my brothers in the building. Inside of L. Got my guy shaking his head. You know what it is. One time for our brother, Crook. And my dog, our bro, Brew. Until next time, y'all know what it is. Who that? And family, please let them know. We like that. One time, man. We hit.
Unleash the beast. Man, it's a monster inside you. That monster got heat. You already know what it is. Best of the game right here.
I hold it down for my area. I'm always repping my area. Throw up an E if you fuck with us. Bang what you claim if you real enough.
They know me at Bank of America. Got a bank and it's not in America. Gotta save it, we just had a bury. I be flipping this shit like an area. Brand new Billy GT, that's my cherry. And I stay underground like I'm Harriet. I got the game and I married it. I got the holla.
They know me at Bank of America. Got a bank and it's not in America. Gotta save it, we just had a bury. I be flipping this shit like an aerial. Brand new Billy GT, that's my cherry. And I stay underground like I'm Harriet. I got the game and I married it. I got the torch, I'ma carry it. Made it out the hood, it's a miracle. From the home of the shooters like Oracle. The shit that I'm doing historical. When I'm done, they gon' make a memorial. I hold my head up like I'm arrogant. I'm chosen, it ain't no